Cap of last session, as per usual. You guys find yourselves in the Kolat Towers in Waterdeep after chasing Schemo Weirdbottle into this seemingly derelict tower. Found it surrounded by a force field, but with a bit of ingenuity, you're able to actually dig underneath it while distracting some town guards for the purpose of basically, well, the reason why you're here is now twofold. Originally, Nox was tasked to just assassinate Schemo Weirdbottle because he's sort of betrayed the Doom Raiders, sided with Manshoon, the original creator of the Zentarum, who's created much unrest with rumors of his return after being thought dead. And also because Xanathar had given you guys an ultimatum to kill Manshoon or Brew's head's going to explode. So you guys are sort of seeking out Schemo to get some information on perhaps where Manshoon may be lairing. And you guys have sort of headed in. You've found quite a few Zentarum thugs sort of stationed here in this, what you thought was an abandoned tower. You've made your way through, fighting through a few of them, and you fought some of their tough members, half-orc, any other seeming like a mercenary, and some just basic Zentarum thugs. And you've made your way up the vestibule attached to the side of the tower, and we sort of ended the session with you guys defeating this half-orc. And so you guys are still in the Kolat Towers. You're up on like the second floor, so you've headed up a staircase that sort of wraps around the side of the tower, and you've come into this room. It looks like a reading room. The half-orc has just been defeated, and Yawn, he sort of just tumbled down these stairs. A couple of Zentarum thugs also sort of ran off. They broke away into a room sort of to the south here, and headed up a set of stairs. You also know there is another sort of a mage type figure who sort of retreated as well to sound an alarm. He was able to sort of discern that you guys weren't Zentarum thugs indeed. And Cass and Brew, or at least you weren't sent here to meet with Manshoon. They did say that they did sort of hint that perhaps this was a meeting place for Manshoon. Cass and Brew went around up through this rope bridge and found themselves sort of in this weird tower with like a door just leading out into an opening, a spiral staircase that doesn't even extend up to the landing of this tower. Another ledge sort of out of reach as well, and just this large sort of hole in the floor. Very, very strange tower. Like, you can't imagine how people would get around this tower. It really doesn't make sense. So you're just in this reading room here. I think Roland, you were concentrating on your command.
Yes.
I think that goes for what, a minute?
One.
Cut out a bit there. 1 minute, right?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. And Scamp, you were concentrating on...
I had heal baby up.
Heal baby.
I think it healed enough during combat to get through the 10 things.
Okay. Alright, Hill Baby's down. Dagger, you've got an inspiration still from Roland. And Roland, you got about 30 seconds or something left on your
Command.
Your command.
Okay.
Mantle your mantle. What is it called? Not mantle of inspiration. It's
Mantle
of majesty.
It's a Mantle of Majesty.
Yeah. Alright, so there's Zent Yawn. He was wielding this like gigantic longbow. You guys disarmed him of it before defeating him. And you know that there are still viable threats very close. What do you all do?
I loot the body and the bow.
Alright, you start going through the body. On his person, he just has a couple of items. First of all, he has one of these rings. It's like a stylized M-shaped ring, copper in color. You've seen it, and you know it's called a teleporter ring because that's what the other Zentarum thugs were referring to it as, a teleporter ring. You're not quite sure what it does though. From what you understand, it's magical, so you'll need to identify it. You slip that off his finger. He has some nice looking armor on. It's going to take you a couple of minutes to take it off. Do you want to start taking it off?
I would first consult the party saying, do we have enough time or not? I mean, yeah.
Batman shooting in the background.
Roland would regretfully get up from the very comfortable seat that he has found. Well, we
So-
can't exactly let the ones that have gone upstairs have free reign, can we? We don't really have a whole lot of time.
I'd agree. We need to make a quick mess of this before it gets, a bit out of hand.
All right. Yeah, good point. I'll just grab the bow and we'll just dip.
Okay, there's this oversized longbow. So again, it's a sort of item that you need to sort of not really identify. It doesn't seem magical, but you think you'd need to study it and exactly figure out exactly how to use this thing. So for now, just mark it down as an oversized longbow with no detail as of yet.
Gotcha.
Alright, his armor is undoubtedly magical. It's sort of shimmering. He has a few coins on him. Not a whole lot. He's got 36 copper pieces, 20 silver pieces, 12 gold pieces, 8 tails, and a gem-studded ivory toothpick. Keeps in his pocket. It's a little bit of meat stuck to it. But other than that, you probably get 25 GP.
I take it.
Alright. You throw that in the party loot. Quickly toss it in the bag of holding. And as you do that, the two thugs that ran up the stairs, you heard a little bit of banging. And then they actually run back down the stairs. They carry their maces in their hands. They have their black leathers. And one of them has a wing tattoo snake around their neck, sort of wrapped around their neck. And another one just sort of has this little winged snake tattoo on the top of his hand. They hold their maces sort of to their sides. Right then. Do or die. I hope Manchun appreciates this. And they run at you guys and attack.
You know that he won't, right?
Well, I'd rather die by your hand than his. It'll be a lot quicker at least. And then they rush you guys screaming. You're up first, Nox.
All right, I'm going to firebolt the one that I can see, which is this guy. Just hold up my hand and be like, I do not promise you a quick death.
It hits. The firebolt sort of scorches him, shooting across his arm, grabs it. Cass.
I'm going to prepare a booming blade for the first one that comes in reach.
Okay.
Around Pavlov.
I can barely hear you, by the way.
Sorry, is this better?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to move around Pavel, prepare a booming blade.
Hey. Alright, this thug runs in at Pavel. And he just tries to hit you with the mace. He thumps it into you for 4 bludgeoning damage. And then he swings again. And misses you. Ends his turn there. Rolling.
Interested to know what that banging was, but I'll bonus action command this dude. Grovel. While I still have it, might as well use it.
Alright,
Hey.
you see him just sort of start to drop to his knees while trying to resist. Starts to fall prone. That's
Move here so I can see the other one, and I'll cast Vicious Mockery on him.
okay. He grabs his head and screeches. You can see he's in some serious pain from that
That is my turn.
mind spike. Pavel.
I'm gonna do what I always do. Simple, easy. Just gonna shoot these guys with a pistol. And yeah. Alright. First one right in front of me, I'm gonna shoot him.
That hits. And you hit him in the shoulder with the flintlock pistol. Sort of sends him jigging to the side. He's still trying to contend with this command to drop to his knees.
Hit him again.
That's a hit. Alright, you shoot him again, and he drops to the ground dead.
Finally, as a bonus action, point at the other one and fire. Oh.
It hits him. Alright, you shoot him in the leg, and he just starts sort of grabbing onto his thigh. Oh. Help! He starts yelling up the stairs. To no response.
Let's see. After that, just end of turn.
Dagger.
Hey.
You hear some more banging sounds as well. You may have thought perhaps it was these guys banging at a door, but it actually seems to come from directly above you. On the floor of the room above. 14 hits. You sink a crossbow bolt straight into his neck, and he just chokes to death, falling onto the ground, face first.
Wow. Well,
Whatever's going on up there, I don't know if we want to be under.
right.
This sounds like someone banging, like on the floor / ceiling.
Can I take my staff and bang on the ceiling?
Alright, you then hear some scratching sounds when you bang back.
Maybe somebody's trapped up there?
Like they're holding a dubious creature up there.
Nox, as you were sitting on this seat, you actually notice you sat on a book. It's a copy of Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Oh no. I just pick it up and look at it and just go like,
Alright.
slowly turn my head towards the ceiling and just kind of go like, no.
There's an autographed page on the first page as you flick open the book just to take a quick look at it. It says, "For Yorn, I hope you find the orc chapter illuminating."
The orc chapter?
Yeah, the orc chapter.
What's in the York chapter?
Well,
I
he
don't
was a
know. I
half
can get my
orc.
copy of Volo's Guide.
Well, he knew Volo. That's sort of interesting, but should we continue forward?
Well, Volo was doing book signings, not necessarily that Volo knows him, but he may have come to one of the book signings and got a signed an autograph copy.
Oh, and then he was just like, "Oh, you're a half orc. Maybe you'll like the orc section."
Yeah, there's like probably hundreds, if not thousands, of copies that would be signed in a
Okay.
similar fashion.
I got you.
All right. let us. Yes, we need to continue. We cannot let Skivo get away.
Wow.
They mentioned he was upstairs, right? The
They're
people
upstairs here.
downstairs.
There's a small bedroom here with 3 single beds bunched less than an arm's length apart beneath a staircase, and they look like they're child-sized beds. There's a foot at the foot of each one. There's a small footlocker wooden chest.
Do we think dwarves work for them? Not dwarves. Gnomes?
Halflings?
Possible, but I don't think halflings are making that racket upstairs.
Well, I'm going to suggest we keep going.
All right.
Okay, you guys head up the stairs. Just leads up to the next floor of the vestibule. You come to quite a small room that you guys can barely fit in. Let me grab everyone's token. There's a very, very small cramped room here. As you walk into this room, let me just make sure everyone's in the actual room.
Oh, yeah, I was. I got
There's just
shunted over into
a half a dozen staffs hanging on the walls, like quarterstaffs. They don't look like particularly special, but each one has a. Like, they're not magical. Well, they could be. At first glance, none of them really glow or anything or stand out like that. They have a different construction and style. One of them is a twisted birch branch. Another one is a sturdy oak dowel. There's a glittering haft of stone on one of them. A steel pole carved with blue runes. A dimpled copper staff toppled with a copper crescent moon. And a blown glass cane capped with a black marble orb. The spellcasters in the party just liken these to regular spell foci, something that just a basic entry level wizard or mage may use to just channel their arcane weave. Just a simple spellcasting focus. There's 2 doors, one set into the north wall, one set into the east wall, and banging and scratching is heard from this eastern door. In fact, there is a very, very loud banging. There's actually a barred window set into it. You can see inside. A raspy voice calls out from beyond the door at the same time. If you be good, let us rid these towers of evil stench. If you be evil, open the door so we may battle and my eternal boredom can end. And Roland, looking beyond the door's barred window, there's a gargoyle lurking in a small cell that's been lined with stone.
Let's tell him we're evil. Then we can, then we can keep him from being bored. Bruce says in a neutral manner.
Roland?
I don't really know what to make of this, to be honest.
I feel like he might be a potential ally. I mean,
If nothing else, let's cause some havoc here and keep some of the other miscreants off our back.
Either way, whether you be
Lying
good
to
or
us.
evil, release me from my chambers,
You
so we
said
may
that
go
you
down
would-
one of the 2 paths.
You said that you would purge this tower.
Yes, there is much evil that needs to be destroyed.
Well, we're gonna have to open the door one way or the other, and we'll just see what happens.
Is there a barred window on this door as well?
Nope, it's a sturdy wooden door.
I'd like to read this guy's insight if I can.
I would like to as well.
Sure, you guys can both make an insight check. You don't gain any insight into this gargoyle scamp. Pavel, despite the gargoyle's wicked-looking appearance with this sort of snarled demonic face, horns, fangs, you actually feel that the voice is somewhat feminine, and you sense a quite a pleasant sort of tone coming from her. You feel that she's probably someone that has good intentions.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, this gargoyle's giving me a vibe. I feel like I don't know about you guys, but that's just me.
I mean,
Oh,
I just
you
had
do-
a couple of gargoyles trying to bite my head off downstairs. Not buying it.
Well,
Well, the ones downstairs obviously weren't locked up like this one. Maybe this one was trying to do good.
Possibly.
You shouldn't judge it based on the actions of others.
Listen to your friend. I was transformed into this hideous fiend that you see before you. The mages who own this tower transformed me long ago. I know things that can help you. My name is Lady Gondofrey. I am a knight of Tyr. I stand for what is good and just.
well, I know what a knight of Tyr is. I think Roland would too. Wouldn't know anything about Lady Gondorfrey though.
I don't think you would know about me. I have been trapped here for over 100 years. My
Jesus.
reign has long since left the minds of those I helped. I used to be a member of the City Watch. I came here, darkening Durlac Kolat's doorstep in the year 1379. I remember it like it was a mere 10 days ago. But the mage proved too powerful for me. Used a powerful stone-shaped spell to meld me into what you see before you. Even as he has long since passed. Now a new master of this tower, one named Manshun, keeps me here, if only to torment me. I bid you, free me. If you do stand for what is good and just, and together, we will visit Manshun's extraplanar sanctum, and we will destroy him, using the special teleport rings.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Come
we messed up.
again,
We should
what?
probably kill him.
Extraplanar sanctum.
I still
Okay,
trust.
The walls, they are thin, and I hear much. And just as Lady Gondofrey says that, this door just bursts open, and you guys are attacked by Zentarum thugs.
Shocker!
Gasp.
You see 4 Zentarum thugs. The mage, Manafret, that was cooking with the mage hand, and Schemo Weird Bottle. All sort of jammed into this cramped little room.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
He accidentally got hit by a shatter or two.
Manafret says, Starfelios! And suddenly, all of the quarterstaffs, poof, 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 they start to jump off of the walls, animate,
Oh, jeez.
and they attack.
Would that be him casting a spell, or is that just him saying like a command word?
Command word.
Okay.
Shit.
No, I'm asking for clarification.
Alright, these are animated quarterstaffs of all different configurations. They hover above the air. They're quite small, and they just sort of leap off of the walls, hover above you all, and then try to bat down on whoever is below. I'll put you up in the initiative there as well, Brew, of your advantage. Okay.
like last.
The first one, I'm just going to make their tokens a bit smaller after they attack so you guys can see who's where. The first one just tries to hit you, Cass. Tries to thwack you. Oh, it's on Whisper. 7, I thought I'd change them all. Obviously, I missed one. A 7 is a miss. Manifret is going to use Toll of the Dead on you, Nox. Make a wisdom save. Hear the bells toll.
They told for you.
You resist.
Nice.
Manifret then actually backs up. There's not very much room for him to move in this tiny little room. Actually, I think he would have had to move just to see you. It's only a very narrow doorway. So he sort of squeezes like in between a table and a bed. Alright, the Zentarum thug who opens the door. Oh, he just comes in a swinging, and with pack tactics he has advantage. He attacks you, Nox. The first mace attack hits you. 6 bludgeoning damage. Swings the mace again. Ah! And this time you manage to jump back. And he swoops in front of you, missing. Scamp.
Are the quarterstaffs tiny to where I could like occupy the same space and like step over there and maybe open the door?
They're
with the
above
gargoyle?
you, so you can move. You move underneath them. They're hovering near the roof.
If I can move there, I don't know if that's actually a space or not.
Yeah.
But I'd like to
It's-
try and open the door. Is it locked? I guess should have been my first question.
All right. You grab the door, and surprisingly, it's not locked. Oh yeah, sorry, it is locked. It is locked.
Never mind.
Doubly
I don't want to do
surprising.
that.
But it's not just locked, Scamp.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Make a Constitution save.
Well, that'll be fine, guys.
I seriously thought that it was gonna explode.
All right, there's a bright. It basically does. There's a bright flash of light and this deafening explosion, and your ears start to ring. Scamp, Roland, you get a little bit of an effect of it, but the main explosion was on Scamp, and you actually resist. It's just like a very loud sound and a very bright flash of light, but your eyes and your ears are okay.
So maybe we deal with the door later. Was that my action to do, or do I still have an action?
No, just an interactive object. You did see when your eyes adjust now, Scamp, the sort of this stylized ornate letter M burnt onto the door now in the shape of like a glyph.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna swing my quarterstaff at the quarterstaff above me.
Okay.
Way to disable that glyph. Good thinking.
Sure.
That hits. They're quite quick, and it tries to sort of float out of your reach, but you sort of just whack it and crack off a bit of wood from this one. Alright, the stuff above Dagger tries to just whack her. Miss. And just keeps on floating above you guys. Nox.
Come to Papa. Let me see. What would I like to do? Yeah, can I put a shatter right on this motherfucker?
When you cast Shatter, Schemo. Just wait, where are you? Oh no, you can't see you. Alright, you put a Shatter here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll it up. 18. 18 is a miss. 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 18 is a mi Alright, you center a shadow towards the back of this room, and it just sort of, there are some playing cards and coins scattered on the table. They just go flying. The circular wooden table cracks. A few of the chairs are knocked over, and the bed is sort of stuffing just fills the air. And there's quite a loud bang, and both thugs and Manifret are caught in the shadow. DC 16. Alright, they're sort of blown back. Some of their armor is sort of ripped apart. Manifred is thrown back almost like on the bed. And there's like much destruction here. The table and coins is sort of ruined.
Sorry, I got food in my mouth. All right. Ooh, do I want? No, I'll go ahead and end my turn there. But
All right, the staff just tries to whack Pavel. Comes in swinging, miss. Pavel, you're up.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
I can hear you. So first of all, can I open the door now that the gargoyle's in?
It's locked.
Okay, it's locked. Can I break open the lock, including the door?
You can use your action to make an athletics check. Try and break it down.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do that right now. Athletics check. Boom.
All right, you
Oh.
you sort of shoulder barge the door, Pavel, and it cracks some of the wooden frame, but the door does not break open with an 18. It's still shut. It's sort of buckled a little bit on its hinges now.
Wow.
Use my action on that, right?
Yep, that was an action.
Alrighty. Yes, end my turn.
Okay. This guy rushes the doorway, and he comes in swinging at dagger with advantage from pack tactics. Ha! Ha! And he hits you with a club for 8 bludgeoning. Alright, these other guys, they sort of jump on the beds, and they carry heavy crossbows in their hands, bouncing up and down, making use of what little room they have in here. And with the heavy crossbow, he's going to take a shot at dagger with advantage from pack tactics. And it hits for 7 piercing. As he just jumps up and down on the bed. Alright, this animated staff, it comes off of the wall and tries to hit dagger. It hits for 8 bludgeoning.
I'm gonna use my one thingy.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, no. Yeah, uncanny dodge. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Alrighty, you see the staff coming in at you, and you sort of just duck, tumble out of the way, and it reduces the damage that you take with a bit of a tumble. So you'll take 4. Alright, the animated staff above you, Scamp, as you sort of hit it, it just tries to hit you back. It's a mess. Schemo comes creeping around the corner. Ah, knock, you fool! Do you really think I didn't know I had a hit out on me? I'm always one step ahead of the game. I'm so glad that I brung you here. I can deliver you to Manchun directly. Well, too bad you won't be alive to see it. And he starts to cast a spell.
Yeah, I'll counterspell that.
Okay. Alright, cast counterspell. He's gonna counterspell you as well. I don't think so. I'm going to beat you to the punch. You counterspell him. He counterspells your counterspell. And he shoots a 4th level magic missile at you, Nox.
Fuck! I should have just shielded. How dare you goad me?
Alright, you're hit for 24 points of force damage. They just all snake in, weaving in between everyone to each missile slams into you.
Guys, I'm in a bad spot.
And then he runs back around the corner. Kill him fast. He's the reason they're all here. Brew.
Actually, that's not true.
Bonus action, rage. Rage. Can I squeeze through you guys up there? You ready? Can I, like, the door is here, right?
Yep, these guys are blocking the doorway.
Am I able to squeeze between Dagger and Nox here in order to attack one of them?
You can, as long as you don't end your movement in one of their spaces.
Okay. Can I make that attack a shove and try to shove him out of the way and then get into his space?
As you move here, this animated staff swings at you. And it misses. Alright, you squeeze in, so it'll be disadvantaged because you're raging. It'll be a regular athletics check. You move up another square. This staff also attacks you when you move away, and it falls short as you push in here. Alright, you grab this guy and shove him. He's going to just try and like hold the line, push back, but you're knocking him back or prone? Back, right?
Back.
Alright, you push him back and he just sort of slams into the wall here. You've used 20 feet, 25. As you move there, 2 more staffs attack you with advantage due to the fact that you're squeezing. They all try to hit at you and they miss as well. And you push on through to this pretty cramped looking bedroom. The 4 beds and a table and some chairs.
And that guy that's now immediately to my east, I'd like to hit him in the face with a shield. With old last word here.
Alright, use your second attack to hit him. That's a hit. Alright, you bring the shield down on him and it just... You hear a crunch and he just hits the ground. Dead.
Oh. Well, no need to grapple that one.
Bit of a yellow flame comes off of the shield as you hit him with it.
Just step over here.
Alright, you get 1 more attack. This stuff through the doorway. It's a miss.
Actually, I'm actually gonna get all up and close and personal with these guys here.
Alright, this one will attack you as well. And it misses. Just they're just sort of bouncing off your back.
I don't think Brew even notices. He's all ragey and pointed at. I think that'll be all.
Dagger.
Okay. Using disengage, so I don't get attacks of opportunity. I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna shoot at this one. Hasn't gone yet, right?
No, he hasn't acted. Right, it'll be a regular attack, advantage, disadvantage. That's a hit. You won't get sneak attack though, because you don't have
I have
advantage.
assassinate.
You
Yeah, it
don't.
hasn't gone yet. I have assassinate.
Yeah, but because you're in melee, ranged attacks will have disadvantage, so you don't have advantage. You can't get sneak attack because you also don't have an ally within 5 feet. You hit him for 9
okay.
piercing damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, the reason why you usually get sneak attack is because of
Yeah.
advantage. With this many people close to you, this guy, as he's sort of thrown off the wall, he grabs you, dagger, and sort of rests. He rests the crossbow off of you, and poof, your perfectly lined shot sort of only skims this guy's arm.
Wow. And then I'll come back.
Okay. Cass.
Alright, I'm gonna squeeze up here to get a little closer to Nox, and I'm gonna use a 3rd level Cure Wounds on him. I'm gonna spend 3 Sorcerer Points and twin it, and I'll do Dagger as well. I have glowing handprints on both their asses.
Alrighty. You
Good
just
state.
have a good couple of handfuls there, Cass.
Cass! I'm Nox's.
First one for Nox, second one for Dagger. That's alright, Dagger, I got him too.
I'll let you cop a feel though.
Alright, the animated
Don't-
stuff. As you move back there, Cass, it comes in swinging at you. 16 misses, just narrowly misses you. Zentarum Thug, he jumps up and down on the bed. He looks at Manifret. This is the only time we're allowed to jump on the bed. We'll make good use of it. And
During combat.
he takes a shot at you, Brew, with advantage. Pack tactics. It hits. The bolt hits into your side for 3 piercing damage. Quickly snaps another bolt into his heavy crossbow. Roland.
Yeah. So let's move over here and get I'm not gonna be able to get a better look in that room. I only had a few seconds left of the Mantle of Majesty before we came upstairs. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming
gone.
that it was gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to. Sorry, I got left. I'll bonus action power chord, Mantle of Inspiration. For everyone but Scamp.
Well, thank you. It's 8, yeah?
Yeah, 8 temp hit points and movement if you want. It doesn't incur opportunity attacks. Even though I think all but one of the animated staffs were swung at Brew on his way in there. So
Yeah. Alright, anyone moving?
it's kind of crowded. I figured the 8 temp hit points might be useful.
I'm trying to. Brew looks back
I'm
to see
not.
if any casters are about to throw large spells in the room.
I
Trying
like
to see
the
around the corner. I'll stay. Or actually, I'll just
I don't
tuck
have
up between
I don't have
these
the
two.
room for that.
two right here.
Unfortunately.
Glare at each of them with one eye.
Okay. For your action.
The Manifret guy. I'm gonna tell him a very bad joke. I hadn't done this in a long time. But I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Alright. Glares at you. You really think that's funny? I have no
Well,
sense of humor.
Oh my god!
Stands to reason. You people are so stuffy in these towers, I swear.
It's not funny.
I thought it was. That's my turn.
Alright, Lady Gondofree comes up to the bars. Release me, so I may smite them! And she's going to slam up against... Actually, she's going to sort of dig her clawed feet into the ground and start trying to bend the iron band which is holding this door together, giving the help action to whoever tries to help her open the door. Ah! You can see the door starting to sort of crack a little bit. Alright, staff above Cass just tries to thwack down. And that misses. And then Manafret, he's sort of just moving his hands around, just sort of commanding them. And this one actually sort of flies over here, provoking from you, Cass, Dagger, Havel, and sort of interposes itself in the doorway.
Is that why you got big again?
Sorry?
The token grew in size. I just was joking.
Oh, well, yeah. It was facing you on its narrow side, and now it's facing you.
Oh, bro, you bigger than you look.
No one takes an attack of opportunity, and it ends its turn there. Manafret, he is going to look at you, Brew.
I smile back
And
with a broken tooth grin.
his eyes start to gleam. A big man like you. Don't you think it would be more favorable that you join us? Think of all the magical items that you could get. Think about the power that you would get. You could help your friends. Stand down from this fight. Take a seat. Have a rest on that bed. And we'll talk about getting you a membership to our wonderful cause. And as he's saying this, Brew, his words seem to hypnotize you. Make a wisdom save.
Well, do I have to? He's actually got a pretty good idea there. I mean, can I just voluntarily? No, okay. I'm gonna burn my DM inspiration on this one, please.
Okay,
Wisdom save.
you have advantage. It's not enough. He casts suggestion on you. And you feel compelled to just, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe if you sit down and just let this fight blow over, you get some nice powerful magic items. And you become charmed by Manafret. And then he puts a hand on your shoulder. Yes, soon, my friend, soon. And then he sort of, excuse me, jumps on the bed, jumps over here. And just sort of ends his turn over here.
Oh, is it? Wait, sorry. Is it too late for this?
No?
Oh, I gotta reroll.
Yeah, so if you fail, then you can re-roll it. Doesn't matter, sort of.
Yeah, you do.
What the
Phew.
conditions are. Alright, instead he doesn't... actually, he'll still do what he does, and then he sort of looks over and realizes that, like, his spell is sort of not working.
But it's still very persuasive. I'm still considering it. I mean,
He sort of scowls at you. Very well, then.
Rue just sat down on his own accord. He was like, "Oh, actually,
I'll get you all. I'll get you all soon. Don't you worry. Scamp.
I am going to do something.
Oops, I put you through the wall accidentally. There we go.
I mean, I have Melvin the stone prepared. I can kind of be in the wall.
There is a door open though. Oh, actually, it's not open yet.
All right, I'll step here to give your tokens more room, but I'm gonna try and hit that staff that was above me with my quarterstaff again. The quarterstaff has seen more use this fight, I think, than almost the entire campaign.
Quarterstaff,
Alright,
dude, quarterstaff.
it jewels you, Scamp, and sort of you hear a bit of a clang of silver on wood. It blocks your attack.
Not very nice. That's okay. I'll also spend some Fey energy. We'll do 3 dice into Nox. So you healed 10, and temporary hit points don't stack, so if you still got the 8 from rolling, you can't gain those. But 10.
I do not.
Also get 3.
Alright, this staff moves in and blocks the doorway, provoking from Cass, Dagger, and Pavel.
No attack from me.
Pavel, attack.
Back to. I was planning to. I just.
Alright, is anyone
The
attacking?
pistol. Yeah, I am.
You can't do ranged
I have
attacks.
to do a.
Has to
Yeah,
be
so I was
a-
thinking of just rolling a straight strength check, right? For like kind of like a
Yeah,
pistol. Like
you could do an improvised.
pistol whip.
Improvised weapon attack.
Pistol whip that
Gotcha.
fool.
pistol whip this motherfucker.
You actually hit it, and it does 1d4 damage. So 1d4 plus 3.
Gotcha, because it's my strength. 1d4 plus 3, so 5.
All right, you whack it and just sort of send it hurtling over here. It gets to this doorway, and it just starts moving around quickly, dodging and blocking passage. Nox.
So these 2 stabs are actually preventing me from walking. So
Yeah,
they're no longer
they-
flying. I can't be.
They're flying,
right there.
but they're on the ground level now. And when you move in, they create an X along one another. Block passage.
No entry.
Fine.
One of
I
them
would like to
shakes
cast
at
a
you.
spell. I start casting a spell. Am I gonna be counterspelled?
Well, it depends on what spell it is.
Oh, that's cheap. All right.
Well, you know
Let's see.
you can identify spells, right? If it's a spell that you know, then you know what it is.
Oh, okay.
And then you can also, if you want, you can use your reaction to identify a spell with an Arcana check.
Ah, I did not know that. And the more you know. All right.
So it'll be
well,
depend on what you cast. It will be depend on if you get counterspelled or not.
And this. I am. Oh, god damn it! I'm so.
you know what? I'm sorry, Brew, but it's at least I'm gonna cast Storm Sphere in this corner of the room.
Okay.
Wow.
I ain't playing around no more. Fuck these guys.
All right, you put a storm sphere in the corner. Yeah. Or like right in the corner, like up there. Are you there, Nox?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'd probably say I'd try and actually get it into the corner so there's a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah, that's probably like where I'd put it.
Okay. All right. So this, yeah, you can just see that center point there. So you create that, and when it appears, creatures caught in it have to make a strength save. So, Brew, 2 thugs, Schemo, and Manafret all make a strength save. And roll up 2d6 damage. Knocks all the areas, difficult terrain as this harsh swirling wind just starts. Playing cards are just going flying around everywhere, as well as a couple of dice and coins that are just slamming against the walls. Okay, both thugs, the closer one to you, he fails and he gets battered by a stray dice that just clocks him in the head. The other guy gets paper cut by some playing cards for 3 damage. And Brew, you make the save, you take 3 damage. Manafret just tries to sort of bring up his robe to protect himself, but a chair just smacks him in the face.
Just double checking. Do I actually take damage if you save?
I
Oh no, yes.
think it's half damage.
It's a half damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So for you, it'd be quarter. Because it's just
Oh,
bludgeoning damage.
okay, it just doesn't read that way to me. But then bludgeoning, so I would have that again.
Just wait, actually, take. Oh yes, if you save, you don't take any damage. Not sure why it's got a half damage there in the attack roll.
I don't know.
Okay, it's supposed to be no damage on a save. I guess you completely dodge it. All right. Well, this guy managed to dodge it. So, no, sorry. This guy managed to dodge it, so he gets his few hit points back. Brew, you take no damage. Manafred is hit by the chair, and Schemo, he gets hit with a pillow. From the bed.
Well, that's
Knocks his head up against the wall.
Hard-ass
7
pillow.
damage. Yeah, it's like one of those like extra firm pillows. So
well, as my bonus action.
It's goose down. Which
bonus
they are
action.
very heavy pillows.
It probably would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Gonna hold up my fingers and snap my fingers, and the bolt of lightning from the center is gonna reach out and go straight up Schemo's ass.
okay. It's a crit.
Fuck, it does go straight up his ass.
Alright, it just as he's like sort of hit by the pillow, he shakes his head, and then he sort of you just sort of see him there, Nox, and suddenly he just goes like jumping up in the air, taking 36 points of lightning damage. He screams as he's sort of. He's got a bit of smoke coming out of his ass now. He's still alive though. He's just grabbing it, and, screaming.
Fair enough. I feel like I've done a good job.
Okay, this staff above you, dagger. It's just going to try and thwack you. Fuck. It hits. It whacks you for 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
Pavel.
So Pavel, seeing this gargoyle lady, or he doesn't really know he's a lady. She's a lady, even though with a feminine voice. Trying to pull apart the bars of the door. I look around the situation, think about it. We don't have enough time. He tells the gargoyle we don't have enough time, and just is gonna shoot. Let's see, this one guard in the door right there. So I'm just gonna shoot it.
All right, disadvantage
You
because
know
it's
it's
dodging.
For that, is he the only one blocking the door, or both of them blocking the door?
Both of them are.
Damn. I can switch targets. Ooh.
It's a mess. It just shifts to the side. You shoot the wall.
Shoot it again.
It's a mess. It
Seems
just
a mess, damn it.
flicks around and is able to dodge a 15. Very, very quick.
Shoot the one next to it then after as a bonus action. And then boom.
That hits. And just puts a crack in the wooden haft of that staff.
And then I end my turn. Oh wait, I could have thought something else.
Alright, this guy, Schemo just yells, "Get him! Kill him! I'll give you 1,000 gold to the one who drives in the finishing blow. Damn, that burns!" Schemo yells to this guy and he runs through the doorway, running in at you, Nox, to attack you with advantage with his club. He hits you,
Fuck.
hitting you for 6 bludgeoning. And
Damn it!
it knocks out your concentration.
Well, it was worth it for the short time.
The storm spear just subsides and he tries to hit you again. "Come here, you!" And swings and misses. Alright, this guy is going to just attack you twice, Brew, swinging with advantage from pack tactics. He hits you for 3 bludgeoning damage. Takes another attack at you, hitting you for 2 bludgeoning damage. Jumping up and down on the bed as he does that. Alright, this staff is going to attack you as well, Nox. Just tries to sort of spear you. It's a miss. This one is going to return the attack at Scamp. And it whacks you for 4 bludgeoning damage. Schemo's turn. Damn it, hold them off just a little longer. And he ducks around the... no. Before he does that, he's going to cast a spell. Yeah, he begins casting a spell. You're not sure what it is, Nox?
God damn it!
He reaches
It's fine.
down into his spell pouch and he just starts to sort of swirl his hands around. This little dust sort of flicks up in the air and he vanishes. Cast Greater Invis. And then when he's invisible, he's going to... Whoops, not unconscious. He's going to save some room on that bed for me. He's going to hop back in the corner here. And he ends his turn there. Brew.
All right. Brew looks around. Actually, a little disappointed that the tempestuous storm has subsided. He was starting to feel like he was back aboard a ship there. And he'll draw a morning star and grin over here at what's his name, Big M there, and say, Tempest favors us today. Now's the time you might want to call reinforcements. And I'll swing recklessly.
These are the reinforcements.
Sorry about his luck.
That's a crit.
Oh, man.
Alright, you whack him straight over the face and the barbs just pierce his flesh. He flicks his head back and his face is all like mangled. Blood just streaking down through his black hair and blue robes. You take a swing again, but this time, whoa, your Morning Star sort of deflects off of this magical field that surrounds him. 13 is a miss.
All right.
Dagger.
Hey, how dare this one attack my boyfriend? Not that I wouldn't be of much help there.
That's a hit.
Oh, well, shit.
Alright, that's just enough. You just, as he's about to swing at Nox again, he looks down and you've just got the rapier just straight through his chest. He looks up at you. And just...
Say hello to Jimmy for me.
He just spits out a heap of blood when he tries to talk. Felt a little too real. When you look at him, it just reminds you of Jimmy.
That must be Jimmy in the GIF there. Like,
I'm going to come over here and use
All right, you get.
disengage.
Oh, you're disengaging. Okay.
Yeah.
Cass.
I will. I'll go ahead and booming blade on this one. No, I
10
won't.
is a miss. You swing the glaive and it just swings into the air. The animated staff spins around out of your reach. This staff is going to try and hit you, Cass. Comes in swinging, and it's a crit. It just spears into your back, into your ribs for 11 bludgeoning damage. Alright, the Zentaran thug who hops up and down on the bed, he as he jumps up and down, sort of jumps, wee, wee, jumps from bed to bed over here, and he's going to try and actually get Nox. I've come too far. I need that 1,000 gold. And disadvantage and advantage from pack tactics and being within melee. He takes a shot at you, Nox. And it's a miss.
Whew.
Rolling.
All right. Okay, so this this gargoyle is. She's got her hands on like the bars, right?
Yeah, well, she's bracing, not the bars, the door. She's just sort of trying to open the door, just force it open.
If I was to stand, like it would be in the same space as Dagger, so I'd be squeezing. If I was to stand there, would the gargoyle count as within 5 feet of me?
Yeah.
Because you can tell me if this works or not. Before I try it, I wanted to cast Dimension Door and take both of us into this room.
Yep, that will work.
All right, I'll come up, kind of squeeze past Dagger, and kind of reach my hand through the bar.
Alright, one of the staffs swings at you and misses as you move up.
I'll swing through the bar. I put my hand through the bar and kind of do the whole Aladdin, do you trust me?
Lady Gondofrey looks at you. Yes, I do. Takes your hand.
And I Dimension Door to over here. Right over here.
Okay. You and Lady Gondofrey disappear, this shimmering blue light that just sort of drops down over you and reanimates you over into this room.
Hello, Roland. Welcome to the party.
Hello, Brew. Lady Gondofrey, go crazy.
Will you show me the world, Roland?
And we bring a new song.
Roland's got a girlfriend now.
I'll whisper in her ear. I believe in you. Oh, I'm gonna bonus action give her bardic inspiration just because.
All right. Well, they both have horns, so might be
I
Roland's
can
thing.
show you.
I don't know. She's probably a really hot elf under all that stone, so I'm okay with it.
The beauty and the beast moment.
All right, Lady Gondofrey. She sort of gives you this wry smile, Roland. Yes, I may not have my sword and shield, my armor and my badge, but I do have these. And she just sort of shows you these extremely sharp claws and fangs that she has, and she turns around to the nearest thug and just starts hacking away at him. He's on Whisper too. Alright, natural 1 on the first attack.
Oh fuck! Come on,
I'm
Lady
still a little
Gondofrey.
bit. I've been in that cramped room for over 100 years. And as she wrestles with that thug, he's jumping up and down the bed. He's like, nah, can't get me. And she tries to bite him. And just sort of chomps onto his arm for 4 piercing. She ends her turn there.
We need more bodies on our team just because there's so many enemies at the moment.
Alright, the animated stuff tries to whack you, Nox. And it hits. 7 bludgeoning damage. It comes around and smacks you on the side. Alright, Manifret. He is very badly injured, and he's just sort of shaking as he looks at you, Nox. At you, Brew. What have you done to my face? I'm telling you. You should join us. We'll give you everything you want. There's no need for this violence. Please, your friends may be misguided. But you, and you, and you, pointing to Brew, Lady Gondofree, Roland, and Nox. And Nox, are you there? You got hit for 7 damage,
Yeah,
by the way.
sorry. I got hit for 6 damage.
7 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, 7. Oh, sorry. Yep, sorry. I had to take care of something really quick. He's kind of trying to charm him again.
Yeah, he's casting a spell. He starts to cast a spell as he says this, like a suggestion. But he takes out from a pouch a snake's tongue, and he just sort of squeezes it, and like this sort of amber liquid drips from it, and he casts mass suggestion.
No, he doesn't.
Suggestion.
Oh shit! Wait, that's a bigger spell.
Alright, make a charisma check. Yes. You start to counter spell him. You feel like this spell is very powerful indeed, but you just whip your hand to the side, and then the spell dissipates before it goes off.
Kolat.
And then he just sort of almost cries. When Manchun finds you here, you're all dead!
You first.
Scamp. His
Getting
power
a
is
little
unmatched!
Oh, okay. We still need to save Brew though, so there's that. I'm gonna swing out at this quarterstaff that I'm just kind of dueling with at the moment.
Alright. And it blocks you again. With a touche.
Regretting not having any melee spells. That's gonna be it.
All I see is Mickey Mouse battling the brooms.
Alright, the animated staff, Manifret sort of commands it, and it moves over here to Brew, provoking from you, Roland.
I'm not even gonna worry about it because my
about me?
strength is so low.
Would it provoke from me?
You just use your reaction.
Oh, that's right. I can't.
And it just tries to hit you, Brew. And it hits your shield and bounces off.
Last word.
Nox.
Step here.
As you do, this quarterstaff swings at you and misses.
The last place we saw Schemo was like right here, right?
He's here.
I know. I'm saying like I thought he disappeared before he moved into the corner.
He's invisible,
Just to
but
keep-
it doesn't mean you don't know where he is. Invisibility
Fair enough.
doesn't make you hidden.
I see the predator shimmer across the way.
Yeah,
You're always jumping on the bed. I would be if I was invisible.
there's multiple senses, sight and everything. You can hear him, you can smell him, you can almost taste him.
You know what? It's. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna lob another shatter.
He
centered
counterspells
between-
you straight away. Whatever you cast, Schemo counterspells that.
That's cool. I will quicken spell then a firebolt at him.
Okay. Alright. You actually hit him with a 16. And don't forget to cast your shatter as well. Just for the spell slot. Alright, the firebolt, despite not being able to see exactly where he is, you sort of trace his movements, and you can hear him sort of creaking around there. You hit him, and the firebolt sort of disperses, and he is left exposed and visible in the corner.
I'm coming for you, short man. I am the man who knocks.
If I die here, I'll take you all down with me, he says.
I get my reaction back now, don't I?
Yes, you do. Go back at the start of your turn.
Just in case. Just in case.
Alright, the animated staff is going to move in, provoking from Scamp and Dagger. It tries to hit you, Nox. Scamp. This other one just sort of hits your staff up, the one that you're dueling with. Dagger,
I don't use it very often, okay?
You want to use inspiration, Dagger?
Not with the brooms.
Okay. You thrust forward, it's a bit too quick, and it just goes straight for Nox, trying to spear into him. It's a miss. Pavel.
Righty, so this is what Pavel's gonna do. He's gonna move right over here. 5 feet. This broom first, and then we'll see what happens from there. Where's mine? It's deleted it. About that and set up my character sheet. There we go. And I'm showing that one I told you before.
That's a hit. Alright, the bullet cracks into it, putting just a crack all the way up the side.
Righty, and then I'll shoot it again. Might as well.
That's another hit.
Good rolls tonight. Good night.
And it just breaks it into bits of splintered wood that fall on the ground.
Okay, my bonus action, I'm gonna shoot this one.
I quickly point the
One
pistol
right
up
over here.
to the side, but it jams. Misfire.
Hey, okay. I obviously fudged that one up, so that's all I can do for right now. I wanted to use a luck dice, but attacking a broom I don't think is that important. So, end turn.
Everyone underestimates these brooms. They're not even brooms.
I mean,
That's
they're-
why you underestimate them. You think they're brooms, but they're actually animated quarterstaff.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. It's just another piece of.
Alright, this guy jumps up and down on the bed. Whee! And as he does that, he tries to hit you, Brew. First attack, crit.
He has advantage.
He hits you for 3 bludgeoning damage. Bounces
What a
up and down
badass.
again. Another crit. It's the momentum. He's bringing the mace down on the downfall each time, and he hits you for another 4 bludgeoning damage. And
Damn, it's
we should have been fighting like this from the start.
Drew kind of likes what he's doing. I think he's just kind of letting him in. Go on. Come on. Go. Try again. Come on. Another one.
Alright, this animated stuff moves here and it tries to hit you, Nox. Schemo is just sort of screaming, "Kill the traitor!" And hits you for 6 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright, this animated stuff tries to hit you again, Scamp. And you block it. Schemo is quite badly hurt. And he just sort of scowls. "You're all going to die. All of you!" And then he's like, "Wee! Wee!" Bounces from bed to bed. And he sort of provokes from you, Brew, as he bounces over into this corner.
What you say is true, but not today.
You take a swing at him that hits. That'll whack him mid-jump.
Oh, sorry. I don't think I have the. There should just be
13
+4 on the top. Should be
plus 2,
would be-
right?
No, the 2 is the rage. Oh yes, sorry, you're right.
Alright, you sort of hit him and it sort of mangles him up as he's thrown into the corner. He's like practically dead. He starts chuckling and swirling his hands around in a circle before stopping his hands. He begins to whisper an incantation.
I'm counterspelling at 4th level because I don't have any third level spell slots.
Alright, you do a 4th level counterspell, Nox. And it's not enough. Make a charisma check. It's a
Holy frick.
very powerful spell.
You got
You got it.
Oh!
You don't got this.
The
Can
arcane.
Can I give him my DM inspiration?
You
That's not
can,
gonna
but
help.
he's already rolled.
It's a
So.
crit fail.
Oh, okay.
Well, it would, yeah. Dan's inspiration gives you an advantage on a roll, but it's before you roll.
Pavel, can your luck do other people?
Use it right now, so if it does. It doesn't though, I know.
Alright, it doesn't. Alright, he then stops swirling his hands around. He presses his thumbs together. He stretches his fingers out wide, and this blanket of frosty energy hits absolutely everyone, including himself. He even centers it on himself.
I like it.
Everyone make a constitution save. It hits absolutely everyone.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use my favorite by the gods as well for this.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I think favored by the gods is if you fail.
You wouldn't let me use it last time I failed, so I was assuming I had to
I
announce it.
don't know why.
It should say it in the text when you can. I thought it's if you fail, but maybe it's not.
Oh, it is if I fail. Okay.
So if you succeed, you can't use it basically, or you don't need it. You don't have a use for it. That is a failure. With a 6.
Yeah, you probably use it.
I'll save it for hopefully surviving.
Okay. All right. Let's roll damage. I'll do damage to you guys first, and I'll do the NPCs.
Did my 17 succeed?
The DC is it's 14. All right. Nox, you're hit for 16 points of cold damage. Brew, you're hit for 16 points of cold damage. Dagger, you're hit for 33 points of cold damage. Roland, you're hit for 16 cold damage. Pavel, you're hit for 16 cold damage. Scamp, you're hit for 33 cold damage. Cass, you're hit for 33 cold damage. And Schemo is just... He continues to just freeze until he is just a frozen statue. Manifret, as the ice subsides, he is turned into a frozen ice statue. The two thugs next to him make con saves against the cone of cold. and they both take 16 cold damage each. Neither of them are killed and turned into an icy statue.
Wow.
The gargoyle makes a con save. Lady Gondofree, she succeeds and she takes 16 cold damage. Alright, the 5 animated stars are left alive. They all make con saves. And all but one turn into ice, hit the ground, and break. They shatter into multiple pieces. Let me just see which ones survives. Actually, they all break and shatter. The one that survived was still a little bit injured. All right, Cass and Nox both drop to the ground. The animated stars are just chunks of broken frozen wood. Everything is coated with this glistening ice. Both thugs are just like looking over their shoulder. Very badly frostbitten. And yeah, Schemer is just there with this twisted look on his face, just completely frozen. Turned into an icy statue. As is Manafret. Brew, you're up.
So Manafret, they're basically out. They're done.
Yep. If you
they're out of it. No?
If you get killed by a cone of cold, it freezes you into a statue of ice.
Wow.
Frozen statue.
They might make good decorations back around the inn. I'll swing recklessly at the one directly above Morningstar.
That's a hit. All right, you whack
Oops.
him. Or
Just take the.
It doesn't matter. It kills him anyway, even without the extra damage.
And then at his neighbor there. Oh.
That was reckless, right?
Yeah.
That
So I
hits.
should.
And you just these guys are almost practically dead. You just swing that Morningstar. It clocks both of them over the head, and they both drop to the ground dead as well. All right, we'll break initiative. Cass and Nox are on the ground, dying. Everything is coated with a layer of ice.
I'll bring Nox up with a give me a cure wounds. What level? I don't know when we're gonna get another rest, so let me hit. I'm gonna hit Nox with a 3rd level cure wounds.
I'm gonna do 2nd level on Cass.
How did they both knock each other out with the cone of cold?
They didn't knock each other out. They're dead. They turned into.
But like, how'd that happen?
It's a 60-foot cone, and he centered it on himself.
He went kamikaze.
Himself? Oh, okay.
Yep.
And it's snowing.
Nox just sits up for a second and goes,
All the
Did him? Oh.
the flakes of ice from the ceiling starts to just fall down and almost creates the effect of snowing.
Roland prestidigitates the sound of sleigh bells.
That's just evil. Okay. Quickly, let us. Fuck. They're encased in ice. I'm sure they have good shit. I wonder. If we break them apart and put them in the bag of holding, would that count?
I don't think they can fit in a bag of holding. Not big
Isn't
enough.
that Manchun? Don't we need to kill Manchun to save Brew?
Lady Gondofree, you said something about another place, a pocket dimension, if you something of the
Yes,
sort.
I've heard them speak of it. An extra dimensional sanctum in which the evil man Manchun resides. I'm not sure where it is, but I know it's somewhere in the tower, and I know that they use the teleporter rings to access it. I've heard them speak of it many times.
All right. Well, are both of these guys wearing teleporter rings?
Yes.
Brew, if you would smash their hands so we can get those rings.
Of course.
I'm gonna look over this wizard here really quick.
Lady Gondofrey, before you go to do that, she like interjects. Wait. That's not really deserving. That you'll break their hands off. They should be brought to justice.
They're dead.
Yes. A beheading is just.
Oh, we can do that too. I have no problem with that.
Hand me a sword and I shall sentence them to die.
Brew hands her a
All right,
long
hold
sword.
on. Oh, well, I was about to say, Roland starts to kind of Mary Poppins a greatsword out of the bag of holding.
Alright, she wields it. My name is Lady Gondofrey. I am a knight of Tyr. I stand for justice. You, Manifret Cherryport. And you, what's that one's name?
Schema Weird Bottle.
Schemo Weird Bottle. In the name of Waterdeep and Tyr, I sentence you to die. And she chops their heads off. Their icy heads just hit the ground and shatter.
Excellent.
I don't know if they'll need proof, so I pick up the head of Schemo and put it in my bag of holding.
Alrighty.
I can wrap it in like a whatever cloth I can find, like a bed sheet or something, to try and keep it from like getting gross.
Right, you get Schemo's frozen head.
We've had some weird things in our bags of holding.
Quickly looking over their bodies, even though they're frozen ice, would I be able to see anything that looks of interest, like item-ish?
They both just sort of wear wizard's robes, and they both have one of these rings on. Other than that, they carry some small pouches, and everything is sort of frozen and clumped together. And Lady Gondofrey is just like, to you, Brew, now. Well, do what you want with them now. I have brought them to justice.
I want to try and pull off some of the little bags and pouches off of the mage.
It's just like frozen, like a big solid block of ice.
Is there a fireplace around? Whatever doesn't melt is probably worth keeping.
Can I use my spell, Burning Hands, to melt the ice off him?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it?
Wait, if you're going to do that, use my old jail cell. It is made of stone and will not burn. House down.
Alright. Well, let me see. Is it worth it, though? How many spells slots do I have left?
I mean, we can also just have Brew chip it away, or I can firebolt it,
Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll wait for that then.
which is just a cantrip.
Are we going to rest before attempting to go to the pocket dimension, or are we going to push on through?
Cass
Well-
maybe wanted to take 10 minutes to do some healing.
Yeah, I think it'd be best to do that.
Alright, you
We're
guys
not even sure how to get to this place.
start resting or spending the 10 minutes. And Nox, you want to defrost Schemo and Manifret. Lady
To loot the
Gondofrey
body.
just drags him into this room, and you just keep on hitting him with firebolt repeatedly until they just melt. All the ice melts off them, and you're left there with their defrosted corpses. They both have one of these rings one of these teleporter rings. So there's 2 more teleporter rings.
Would the thugs have had them too?
No, they do not.
That man who just left is
So there is they both have spell component pouches on them, and they're worth 25 GP each. Schemo has a spell book. It contains a list of spells.
I will put that in my box or
Okay.
my bag of holding.
Yeah, you can read some of them, Nox. You're no wizard though, but I'll give you a handout for that just to keep track that you have it. And then when you get some time, you can try and read the spells. You recognize some of them. Burning Hands, Lightning Bolt, Knock, a few spells. And you do know that Obaya is Obayan spellbooks. So it seems to have some, it has 5th level spell in it, so you get quite a lot of gold for it. Put that in the party folder with the other spellbooks. Manifred, now he doesn't have a spellbook on him. No spellbook. And they both have a few coins. Schemo and Manifred combined have 89 gold pieces, 32 platinum pieces,
Woo!
154 copper pieces, and 77 silver pieces.
I just kind of bag all the coinage together and toss it to Roland for the party.
And I'll start. And I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Everyone also gets 13 healing.
Including the gargoyle if it'll work on her.
Thank you. I suffered some injuries from that icy blast, but I am much better now. I appreciate your healing magic. It feels good to no longer be kept in a cell. Something to be mocked at by Manshoon. Now we must scour this tower and find out where the teleportation circle is.
Scour the tower.
Well, on the way down, let's just strip the orc while we can.
There's
While we have some time.
a heap of coins that someone can collect up when that spell was going off, like that was sitting on the table with the playing cards and that. If you guys want to collect them all up.
Yeah.
Might as well.
The coins are like Pokemon. Gotta collect them all.
74 copper, 52 silver, 19 gold, and 4 tails.
What is that? What is that last one again?
Tolls.
A tail is 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
Well, I thought that's what it's basically a platinum, right?
No, that's a sun.
Oh, Roland has one of those that they mended the hole in, so now it's just like a whole piece. It's like
I
a lucky-
remember we did that.
It's like a lucky coin.
It's a party trick.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, yeah, playing cards and broken. So, no, tail is, no, it's 20 gold pieces, sorry. 200 nibs.
Okay.
200 nibs.
Yeah, 200 copper.
So
So
it's-
20 gold. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else in this room. It's pretty trash now too, frozen up.
Okay. I say that we continue our way down. Pavel, let us go strip an orc.
Hell yeah.
Strip an
I'm
orc?
assuming
What is the meaning of this?
one of the other ruffians guarding the way had a very nice suit of armor. Something you might see on a shining night, like my friend Pavel here.
You might need the long sword again for justice.
Absolutely.
Yes, if you are going to use the item, I would expect that you treat him with respect even in death.
Absolutely. Would not think of it any other way.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, I'll give him a prayer. And Brew will attempt to give him a prayer, but it'll probably be awkward and profane. Just a little bit, but not enough to be insulted.
And I'm watching you all as well. You've done well, but I'm still a member of the City Watch. I think. I hope. Been 100 years, but no one is above the law.
Well, and I'm sure the Black Staff can do something about your current once we get out of it.
Ah, the Blackstaff, yes. And how is Caladorn Casalanta, by the way? The Open Lord.
Well, there's been a few changes. The Black Staff is a woman named Vajra Safar.
What?
She's
a
the
woman?
and she's the youngest one
And the
ever.
Open Lord is Laurel Silverhand,
Laurel?
one of the Seven Sisters.
She is the Open Lord? And what of Caladorn? Casalanta?
Well, he hasn't. I don't really know who that is.
You think he must be dead by now, 100 years?
He's probably passed on.
Oh yes, that makes sense. I feel like the world has changed around me. I've been lost through time. What's important now is that we bring the evil to justice.
Of course.
Alright, you guys head back downstairs. Grab everyone's token. Down the vestibule to the previous reading room area. Where you see the body of Yorn still just sitting on the ground. Strange tower. Searching Yorn, you guys now have time to take off the armor which he wore. Magic leather armor. Needs to be identified. Seems very, very well imbued.
While they're doing the armor stuff, can I check these footlockers? I don't want to necessarily take anything from them. I'm just looking for like if these beds actually belong to children.
Yep, they are not locked, and each one has some wizard's robes in them. They are small sized. They could belong to children or halflings. They have some clothes, some robes, some spell components. In fact, each one has a spell component pouch. 3 in total. There's some candles, some inks, some pen, some gold pieces, and a spell book in each one. The names on the spell books are Erid, Harvey, and Savara.
But there's no like toys or anything that would indicate this is a child besides the smaller clothing.
No.
I'll walk up behind Scamp and pick up one of the books. I just want to start thumbing through it to see if I recognize the caliber of spell, if they're like low grade or if they're...
Yeah, they're all low spells, low level spells. First level. There's one or two that you can't read, but mostly like apprentices spells. First ones that you learn.
scamp, but I do believe that this could very well be the moment of or the items of young apprentices. Maybe not necessarily children, but typically they do start these wizarding things quite early. Unless you have natural talent like myself.
Maybe we take the spell books, set them on not path of study under evil wizardry. How hard are they to replace? If we take the spell books, do you think they might leave this place?
Well, I don't know if we can take them in front of the you-know-who. I just kind of like nudge my head in the direction of the gargoyle.
Oh, but we can ask for her opinion. That would actually be a wonderful idea.
Stealing is theft, punishable with a hefty fine. If I recall correctly, theft, well, that could have you a fine of 2 gold pieces.
I think. I mean, we can leave the spell books here, but here I'm gonna hand her a copy of the updated code.
I was just about to hand her a copy myself.
She looks at it. Damn, inflation's a bitch. What?
It is.
2,000 gold pieces for arson.
You wouldn't believe the price of bread.
She shakes her head. Regardless, we may smite the evil. However, I do not agree with robbing people.
I wasn't really looking to rob. I was more, if they were children, trying to prevent them from continuing down a path of
If they are children
doing.
and they serve this evil wizard, then they too shall be brought to justice, regardless of their age. They are not innocent.
I do believe that is a wee bit harsh. And, you could also say that there could be a moment of atonement, not necessarily justice. Children can be retaught.
That is for the courts to decide.
Scamp will slowly close all the footlockers, making sure everything's still inside them, and kind of looking warily toward Lady Gondofrey.
She's just standing there, just staring at the chest, make sure no one takes anything.
Do you suppose that the teleportation circles and there is a rope bridge that we have not crossed?
Very true.
I've got these wings.
I'm actually going to walk up the wall here a little bit and see what I can see on that ledge you were mentioning on the 2nd floor here, or 3rd floor. That way.
Alright, you climb out and walk on the wall, and when you do cast, make me a acrobatics check. Alright, you hit something, Cass, you've just tripped over a step or something and you fall.
Oh.
And you land right where you are. You don't fall at all, you just sort of land on... You're floating in the air. And it feels like there's a staircase. Invisible staircase leading up.
I'm going to take the shadow glaive and feel around a little bit for the edges of it.
Yeah. This a winding staircase leading up into the roof.
Oh. Guys, check this out.
I didn't know you could levitate in addition to walking on walls.
Oh, come here.
I'll tentatively put my foot out and until I find the invisible staircase.
Alright, it's actually quite tricky. If you just stood out, you'd just fall. You actually have to sort of shimmy across a little bit to get onto it.
Okay, I'll shimmy.
And given the fact this is an invisible staircase, you climb a few sets and you can actually see on top of this ledge. Treasure chests on the ledge.
Oh Lord. That has the smell of a trap to me, Cass.
You're right. Let's send Dagger.
Dagger.
What?
I looked at the door. Dagger. There are some chests up on this ledge over here, and we figured that it might be a trap, and you're very good at finding those and disarming them without getting hurt.
So
Very
skilled,
well worded.
apparently.
You're very skilled, and we would like to use those skills if we can.
She won't suspect anything.
You gotta butter them up.
I'm not an idiot.
Well, you do this all the time.
Well,
You do this
Where
as a
did
matter
you
of
go?
course down in the dungeon.
You are a rogue. It's kind of their thing.
where did you go?
Out here.
Alright, it doesn't look like there's an easy way to get up here. So it's an 8-foot high ledge. And the stairs like go over the top of it. You could maybe jump from the top of the stairs onto the ledge with a little bit of acrobatics.
I'm gonna walk around the far side of the tower, feeling with the shadow glaive for more stairs, and get to the other side of the platform but not stand on it.
Alright. You Oh, you go opposite way from the stairs? Stairs are going up this way.
Yeah, I'm going around the wall.
Okay.
The other way.
You don't get any more stairs here, Cass. It's all clear. The ceiling is another 10 feet overhead and it's just a flat stone ceiling, and there you can see these two wooden chests. Two
And I
treasure
give Dagger a
chests.
thumbs up.
Alright, Dagger, you sort of climb up to like near where the staircase actually meets the roof. And as you sort of duck down, it's a very narrow gap that you got to sort of jump, and you just leap straight onto it with ease.
Okay. I search for traps.
Make a perception check. Both chests don't even sport locks, let alone any traps.
Oh, they're not locked or trapped.
You'll need
But you're
another
not-
acrobatics to get back over, Dagger.
But you're not going to
Actually,
open
sorry,
them.
it's an upward jump, so this one will be athletics to get back up.
Can someone help me?
Someone can come up there and give you advantage by sort of holding out their hand. Lady Gondofree, she just flies over. Of course, I will help you.
I don't open things. I
Do you-
just make sure that they're not trapped.
She holds out, extends her hand, her clawed hand forward to Dagger. Do you
Oh,
trust
that,
me?
That did not help. Yes.
All right, she catches you just as you fall. She smiles at you. Ah, don't worry, I've got you. I trust that you're a lady of justice,
Yes, I am.
and I am glad to protect you on this day. Make a deception check, Dagger.
I was about to say.
Look, justice is all in the mind of the beholder.
It's all relative, right?
All relative. I rolled a 15. I have advantage.
She smiles. Ah, yes, I can sense that you are good-hearted. Just. Non-murdering.
It's like the opposite of an assassin.
Those chests. What did you make of them?
They don't seem to be locked or trapped.
Where to next?
I'll actually flip the lid of this chest open.
Okay. You touch the chest, Cass,
Oh,
and suddenly,
shit.
blub, 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 riveting eyes start to appear on the top of the chest. Your hand is stuck with this purple slime. Eyes open up, as does a massive mouth.
Mimics aren't trapped,
And a mimic,
by the way.
Yeah, they're not. I guess.
it tries to chomp
Shit.
you, Cass. Opening up this wicked looking mouth.
Aren't they both mimics? I don't know.
We'll find out in a moment.
And Pavel, you're up first. So this is 8 feet tall. This platform here, 8 feet above this ground floor and the floor that you guys are on over in that room.
I'm a little above it since I'm at the top
Yeah.
of the stairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can see it. Depending on where you're standing, it could be the staircase could be blocking it, almost.
It's in the back, Max.
Alright, I can see it from here good. I'm just gonna take shots at the mimic. Can
Alright.
I or can I not?
You can barely see it. I have 3/4 cover.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty bad. Alright, invisible stairs everyone else is on?
They seem to start like in these squares. You need to like leap over a little bit or just push on by where dagger is. If you step forward, you'll just fall.
Okay, so I can either leap towards it or I can move past dagger, but okay, yeah, sure. 5 and then 15 to get through dagger, right?
Yes. You leap onto the stairs.
Can I shoot from here? Does he have the fourth cover from there? Or
That's
no?
a clear shot.
Cool. So I'm just gonna start shooting this guy right now.
And also, just a side note, Cass, you're actually grappled by this thing on the adhesive layer.
Gotcha.
Oh, no big deal.
13
You just grappled
hits.
that mimic.
Sweet.
Alright, you sort of shoot it once and this purplish blood sprays out of it.
Alright, I'm shooting him again.
That's a hit. Just another weird chunk blown off of
Finally,
it.
as a bonus. Finally, as a bonus action, shoot it again. Ooh.
Your
It's
gun misfires again. You only just sort of skim it with both of those shots, Pavel.
It's something. So, and I'll move. Can I start hugging the wall so I can let everyone else pass without having
Sure.
to like get through me or no?
Yeah,
Cool,
the
alright.
staircase is wide
And
enough.
alright.
Brew.
Right. I'm gonna get in there. Oh wait, is that the door?
There's so you're there, so you need to go 10, 15. So well, right, sorry, 5, 10. So getting there, there's a door here. This is the invisible staircase. This is the platform.
Okay, so 10 to there. I guess I can detect there's an invisible staircase. I can
Oh.
see these guys on it.
I presume, yeah, that you're
I'm paying attention.
You're
Yeah.
paying attention. Maybe Brew wasn't. I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
But yeah, you can see people standing, just like floating on the staircase, basically. So it'll cost you 25 to get onto it, like you from where you were started.
All right. So yeah, 25 to this.
I think you should be able to just leap, Brew, with an athletics check from where you like come in. You could actually leap up onto the platform.
Okay, I'll try to athletics.
You've got 40 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you easily clear it, and you can land right next to the mimic.
Great. I will swing recklessly at it with a
That hits. And you just whack it with the Morning Star.
Sorry.
No rage damage. And
No rage.
yeah, it just sort of breaks off this weird purple sort of rubbery sort of substance. And it starts to sort of shift around this amorphous sort of blob, almost like an ooze. You hit it again with a crit. And you just break off another big chunk. Some of the eyes sort of roll away and pop out the other side of it. That's shifting around. For some reason it skipped the Mimic. Mimic goes now. Alright, it's got you grappled, Cass. Just from when you touched it. So your hand's stuck to it. And it actually has advantage to attack you while it has you grappled. It just tries to like bite your hand basically as you've touched it. It opens up, a mouth forms around your hand, and an 18 on the attack roll.
Can I still shield even though I'm grappled?
Yep, grapple doesn't stop that. Alright, it's about to chomp onto you, and this reflective barrier just sort of catches the teeth, and it's a miss. And then the Mimic just keeps on trying to chomp you. Oops, I just skipped Nox's turn accidentally. Nox, you're up.
How dare you?
Blame the Mimic for not being in. I don't know what's going on with this Mimic. It's weird. Being weird. Doesn't have an aura or nothing.
It's not actually here.
It's being a Mimic.
Figment
Blending in with the environment. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you can just see the top of it from where you stand, Nox.
Okay.
And you look down and you see like a 10-foot drop. Sorry, a 20-foot drop down to the library below.
Cool. Yeah, I'll come to just past. Pardon me, Dagger. Pardon. So, you want to get some of that new elf food that's around the corner? It's really nice. And I'll throw a firebolt at the Mimic.
Alright, you only see a little bit of it, but that's all you need. And you just scorch the top of it, and Cass and Brew, you see this weird burning purple sort of wax just melt down its eyeballs, sort of fall off everywhere. Nox, you just see like the part that you hit just completely burnt away.
Pungent.
Roland.
Right. So it's looking pretty hurt, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like all shifting and twisting, like changing. It's like part of a chair, then a little bit of a table and a portrait, like changing into these shapes.
Strum on my guitar and cast Vicious Mockery on it.
There's a big splat. Another piece of it is just sort of ripped off of it, splatters against the wall, and it takes the shape of a sad face. The splatter mark.
I don't want to use my last inspiration. So that'll be my turn.
Dagger.
Okay.
So from where you're standing, it'll have 3/4 cover. If you can move up the staircase, though, you'll have a clean shot.
Okay, I'll move up to here.
Yep, you're practically on the same level of it there.
Okie dokie.
It's a mess.
That didn't do good.
The
Okay,
bolt just sticks into the wall next to it. Right in the middle of the sad face.
Down.
Alright, Lady Gondofree's sort of staring down, like looking at like this gargoyle with like a wry look on her face. Then she sort of just turns her head. Sorry, just strange seeing that. For justice! He flies over and slashes into the mimic, chomps onto it and just rips it apart till it's just these like rubbery tendrils of purple goop. And it still doesn't look like it's dead, but it's dead there. An X goes on it.
It didn't want to die.
Well, that's
Maybe poke the other chest.
I will open the other one from 10 feet away with my shadow blade.
Alright. You step back, Cass. You poke it with your shadow glaive. And suddenly nothing happens.
Oh, cool. I'll open it.
It is either a very smart mimic or that's
Alright.
just a regular chest.
When you flip it open,
Oh god.
you find a heap of items inside. There are 2
Hey.
crystals, there is an orb, there are 4 rods, and 6 wands. They're all spellcasting focuses. 13 in total.
Well,
well. There could be some monetary gain, monetary use for these, potentially.
That's boring stuff.
I'll put it in my bag. That way, it's just like.
Okay.
Do I need to bring you a rope, Brew?
casting foci.
I can probably just jump. Thanks. Oh, what about this other chest here?
It tried to eat me.
Oh, that is the.
That's the mimic, yeah.
Yeah, there were 2.
That is the mimic.
One was a mimic and the other one had stuff in it. It was
Right.
a real boy.
Right. Gotcha. I thought there were 2 chests and a mimic. No.
Scam just lounging on the couch.
Yeah, Scam's just sitting reading Volo's guide.
No, she's probably reading the other magazine.
Oh yeah.
The Cosmo for balls.
Waterdeep Cosmo, yeah.
I rolled solo on initiative. I didn't even have to go last round, so I didn't have to get up.
You see
Scam's
one
over there.
title, it's like a furbolg on the cover and it's like shake the cow face look this winter. Some people say furbolgs look like cows.
I can see it a little bit.
Maybe a little.
Cow is majestic and
It's the ears.
Brew's spirit animal. Yeah, Brew, your strength, you can easily just like clear the jump onto the staircase. The thing is, the staircase just leads up into the roof, just straight up into a flat roof.
No trapdoor, no.
Alright, Roland, you want to feel around for a trapdoor and your hand just goes straight through the roof. You poke your head up into it and you see another chamber. Like a illusion concealing a false roof.
I'll poke my head back down. There is another chamber up here, it seems. Illusions and all that.
You're rather brave, putting your head up there. You could have been locked off by something.
It would have come down, earlier, I believe.
Up we go.
Alright, you guys follow the staircase up. We'll take a 10-minute break now.
Cool.
When we get back, be on the next level. I'll see you guys back soon.
Hey, Seb. Love you.
I want level 9 so bad. I was so sad that I lost Storm Sphere after one roll.
That roll. Damn it.
He killed himself trying to. But it didn't.
Well, I mean, It's kind of funny because I was like, I'm running out of ideas, and I was like, ah, fuck it. I just need to like AOE these motherfuckers.
That was a good roll. So another roll. I don't know. How you guys doing? I'm eating pizza.
I'm back.
Back, friend. It's good to have you again.
Yes.
Just playing with you guys. I just want you to know that. All right.
Glad you're back, Pavel.
come back.
We'll come back.
Back, friend.
Present.
Hello, friend.
You shouldn't have.
Well, I know I'm a present, but you know.
I'll unwrap you later.
Sploosh.
Special hug is.
Oh, Pavel, you are not ready for that level of special hug.
Hey, let's continue.
I mean, Roland has a girlfriend now. He can find Pavel a girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't judge.
Okay, so some of this stuff looks a little strange.
Stepping up into this room, you find shattered glass covering the floor. There's a large wooden trestle table that's been knocked on its side, a broken cage, a shattered urn, bits of what looks like a broken statue, broken crate, and a large empty cabinet dominating the southern wall. Looks like this may have been like a laboratory or something. Being completely ransacked and trashed.
Interesting. Well, everything else has been an illusion. I want to, like, kind of run my hands, like, along the shelves, and see if there's anything invisible.
Nothing invisible.
Okay.
Along the shelves. Just an empty cabinet. The glass doors are open, have been shattered, and not a single item left on the shelf.
Do you know who this room belonged to, Lady Godfrey?
This, I think, was the laboratory of the one who put me in this body. It appears that no one has a use for it now.
Seems so. If there's nothing here.
Well, just a quick look around. I will actually whip out the wand of secrets and use a charge.
Oh, you hadn't done that in a while.
Alrighty, you use a charge of the Wand of Secrets and you detect a secret opening in the roof. As you do that, Scamp, you walk there and you sort of trip forward and you land prone on another secret staircase.
Aha! It's an intermediary.
There's more stairs here, guys.
Well, right. Going forward.
You guys continue up the staircase again, just heading through the illusory wall roof, I should say.
Well,
And as soon as Pavel, who leads the way, enters this illusory roof, the sound of chanting becomes apparent. You hear this chanting. Incessant. Oops. Staircase going running away. You come up to a room that has 4 braziers burning around a bloody pentagram that's drawn in the center of the room. There are 3 identical twins. they are softly chanting, holding concentration around this circle, and in the center of the circle is a Balgora. Not moving. Sort of slumped, motionless within the circle. And as you guys sort of climb up here, they seem to be quite focused on this demon summoning ritual, containment. And they don't really pay you guys much attention.
Roland, back me up here. The rest of you, against the wall, please. Act as if you're observation.
You actually see as they hold their hands out, they're like, holding their hands out, they're concentrating, they're definitely chanting, like almost like a loud whisper. They each have a teleporter ring on their fingers.
I'll follow not.
Chanting in unison. Mestulu, Vestu, Mestulu, Vestu, Mestulu, Vestu.
Do I recognize the language?
It's an abyssal chant.
I don't.
You only speak Elvish, Roland, so.
I speak Orcish. Does that count?
No.
Let me check and see what I speak.
I mean, I speak Infernal, but not Abyssal.
Alright, as you guys observe this, Lady Gondofree, she's not so reserved. She just steps up and just starts yelling. By the name of Lady Gondofree, Justice of Tyr, City Watch Captain, I command you all, de-summon this beast, or you'll be met with my justice. And they keep on chanting, but then they sort of look at her.
I want to walk over to Lady Gondofree and just kind of put my hand on her shoulder and just be like, Madam, there's a moment for information gathering in a more subtle manner than... Oh, really? Sorry. That would require a little more tact than just demanding such things.
As you speak to her, some smoke from one of these nearby braziers sort of billows around you, and there's this strange sense, some sort of weird incense burning in the braziers. It's a very sort of sulfuric smell. And make a persuasion check for Lady Gondofree, Nox. Yes, I do believe that there is a time and place for everything. Perhaps justice will come to them later.
Sorry, I was looking back at my notes for the names of the kids. Arid,
Savara, Arid, and Harvey.
That's right.
As you look at them, they seem to be quite involved with what they're doing, and they haven't said anything or really stopped to say anything to you guys.
I'll stand here for a second and just say, good. I see that you have at least acquired the creature.
They keep on chanting, and they're just sort of looking at you. You can tell they're sort of sweating. Mestelus Fusto! Mestelus Fusto! Mestelus Fusto! Mestelus
It's time for us to send the creature back, n'est-ce pas?
Mestelus Fusto! They don't respond to you, they just keep on chanting.
Schemo, and what was the other mage's name?
Manifred.
No,
Manfred.
make an insight check. Okay.
Nope.
You're not getting any insight into the situation.
So does it look like the kids are
restraining or something?
Under duress, basically? Like, I mean, does it look like they don't want to be doing what they're doing?
Make a insight check, Roland.
If we can avoid hurting kids, Roland would
I mean, they
Appreciate that.
don't. They look like they're like doing this. You just get the feeling like they just need to keep on chanting, or something's going to happen. This thing's going to break free or something. They seem very involved and focused, and you just seem to be bothering them.
I chant with them.
They look very peeved.
Okay, I stopped chanting then.
Your captors are no longer here.
Mestilus Fusto. Mestilus Fusto. And they're looking at you when you say that, and they're looking at Lady Gondofree. And then they're looking at each other.
You are free if you wish to be.
And they stop chanting.
Fuck.
And suddenly the Bulgora, it just sort of slips out of the stupor and becomes conscious again. And it starts to go quite crazy. And just runs at one of these apprentices, and just with this massive juggernaut fist swings and
I mean,
bounces off the exterior of this circle. And the nearest twin turns to you all. Do you mind with your incessant nonsense? We're trying to keep this thing contained, and you are disturbing our ritual. Everything you said, I didn't catch it all. And then the other two speak. We didn't catch it. We were focusing, concentrating. What is it that you want?
Okay, which one is Astrid, which one is Arid, and which one is the third one? I'm curious.
This one says, I'm Savara. I'm Harvey. I'm Arid.
Okay. So the as far as you're concerned, this chapter of the Black Network has been shut down, and you two are to come with me. And I kind of roll my sleeve up.
Make a deception check, Nox.
Sweet.
Oh? Why? What did we do wrong? What has happened?
You have done nothing wrong, but a few of the other higher-ranking members have done something to displease Master Manchun, and thus the tower is now no longer a safe place. And so I've been asked to move you to a much more secure location to continue your studies.
How
Really?
is Lady Gondofree reacting to Nox saying all that stuff?
She's just going on with Nox. Nox sort of persuaded her pretty good. And yeah, she's just going along with whatever Nox is saying at the moment.
Okay, good.
Well, where are
Just
we
wanted
to
check.
go then, Master? Where are we to go? Where are we to go?
For the time being, you will accompany us to our base of operations. There, I will deliver you to a contact, and they will see you safely onto your next posting.
And the demon? We almost perfected the spell. You saw it. We had it rendered completely unconscious.
And you should be very proud of this. But take good notes, and it will be continued later, because this is soon to be, as you would say, a place of crater. Yes, you know, like a big hole in the ground.
Oh. Will Master Manchun make this entire tower disappear then with his powerful magic?
Potentially. I was not told the details, but I was told that we do not need to leave such talented members to become part of the fallout.
You're
Potential
saying it's
wasted.
going to be immediate.
It's going to be rather soon.
Well, we will gather our things and leave.
That is a good thing to do.
Are you coming?
Yes, you to follow us. Where?
Very well.
Cool.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
But we haven't saved Brew yet.
I don't think Manchun is here.
Lady Gondofree sort of doesn't
He's in
leave.
extra dimensional space. We've
There
already,
more-
already discussed this.
Full stairs over here.
My name is Lady Gondofree, and I command you. Do not leave. You, my children, have been very, very bad. And you're all under arrest. We are not Zantara members. That tattoo that he has is just a ruse to get past you.
Actually,
Knox,
it is.
the best time.
The children just sort of put their hands up. All right, you got us. I was fooled. The tattoo looks so real. Yes. We are apprentices under Manchun. And we don't regret anything. Lady Gondofree just starts grabbing them and got any rope? They don't put up a fight, they just surrender.
Let's have you hand over your rings there. We might need them.
They sort of nod, sink their heads down, and you guys take off their teleporter rings. Who has a rope here? We need to bind them. Take him in.
I'm sure one of us has a rope. I'm eyeing the demon.
Alright, it just keeps on jumping against this circle and banging its fists against the circle. Doesn't seem like it can leave.
Yeah, I have rope.
I have a silk rope they can use.
Alright, when one of you guys give her a rope, she quickly binds them up, hog ties them, and just sort of puts them up against the back wall here, searches them, pats them down, makes sure they don't have any arcane foci, anything that could be used as a weapon. You are to stay here. We'll be back for you all. Now tell us, where is the extra dimensional sanctum? They all say in unison, we'll never tell you. Lady Gondofree cracks her knuckles. Well, if you're gonna stand in the way of justice, you know, I'm a gargoyle, right? And they eat small children. Yes. You know I've been trapped in that room for so long, and I've been working up quite an appetite.
Can I tell if she's just trying to be intimidating or if she really does plan to injure these kids?
Make an insight check.
Oh.
Yeah, she's just intimidating. You don't think that she'd hurt them.
Alright.
They seem to be shaking. One of them wets himself. This teleporter circle. It's up on the top floor. Don't hurt us. Ah! She just sort of tries to scare him once more. Meanwhile, Cass, you have walked up here and found another staircase, of course.
Nice.
Staircase continues up.
I asked the kids, that thing is not going to be able to get out, right?
No. Not unless you just disrupt the circle.
And then leave it be.
We'll come back and dispose of that later. Now, if any of you move, remember... hungry.
As they walk away, I want to walk over and just be like, "Do not worry, I'm not going to let her hurt you. It's real." And I kind of wink a little bit.
They smile. Alright, you guys continue up the invisible staircase, and unlike other staircases, this one actually just leads up to a door, a closed doorway.
I listen at it.
Make a perception check. You don't hear anything.
Is it locked?
It's not. It's not actually locked. You try the door handle and it opens straight up to reveal a room. As you look around, you see bits of clay and stone and broken bones, bits of metal littering the floor, and there is a circular wooden table in the center of the room. The floor actually sort of made of wood and it creaks and tilts as you step onto it, and you can actually see some of the floor is actually detached from the wall here. It looks very, very unstable. And there is a wooden staircase that leads up to the next level, but it's just collapsed, and most of the stairs have just fallen onto the ground. Bits of splintered wood are everywhere. And there seems to be these clamps. 2 clamps. They're like sort of clamping onto sides of the floor here. Like almost like they're holding it up or something.
Floor's a bit weak up here.
That screams trap to me.
Our carpentry knowledge, I know those clamps are definitely holding this this floor up.
Maybe we could sling some ropes up and try to stay off the floor. Cass, would you mind seeing? Well, let's see if the walls are safe first. How sound do the walls seem?
The walls are stone. They're like part of the tower.
You want me to climb on the walls and do what?
Well, the floor up here seems unsafe. I'm wondering if you can tie a couple of ropes off somewhere that we can use to kind of try to traverse using the rope rather than the floor, or have ropes tied to us if the floor gives way, or I have no idea really.
Do I see any place I could tie ropes?
Probably just the hole in the roof here where these collapsed stairs are. A few beams and whatnot.
Okay, I will carefully move along the wall heading in that direction then.
Can I knot one of the ropes so that there are so it's easier to climb? There are knots every, say, 4, 3.5.
Sure. Alright, the holes over here. These are the clamps and like some sort of couple of holes in the floor, but the hole in the ceiling's over here. Alright, Cass, as you climb up, you start to tie the rope up leading it from where you are to Brew, and two things happen. This tower is going to be orientated a different way around for you, Cass. So as you climb up here and start trying to tie off the rope to this wooden beams, you see a very dark corridor, but it's empty. There seems to be just like basically a dead end. A door. Wait, I gotta fix up the dynamic lighting a little bit. Sorry, there is a door here, just against this wall. And other than that, it's just a dead end up here. There's like an empty space. Now, as you start to tie the rope up, everyone else who's sort of up in the room takes a look at some of these bits of metal. And the bits of metal actually quickly snap together to form this sort of animated humanoid figure. Bits of metal, like an animated suit of armor. And I'm gonna roll initiative. That's not all. Cass, coming from behind an alcove to the east, there is a humanoid figure that sort of etches forward, and it looks like it's bits of arms and legs that have been stitched together. Flesh Golem starts edging its way towards you, although there is a 15-foot gap in between you and it. Nox, you're up first.
Okay. I can't actually see what's going on because everybody's in the way. Okay. I don't know if that's actually a spot. I just couldn't see the rest of the room. I'm moving to here. Oh shit. Okay, cool. How much feet would that be from where I was? It'd be what, 10, 20, 25?
Which square were you in, sorry? Was it this one? There? 5, 10, 15. It would be 25. Just gotta come around the corner here.
Alright, animated armor. Cool beans. Yeah, nope. Firebolt.
Alright, you
That's
shoot a
gonna miss.
firebolt at it, yeah, it just hits it and does nothing.
A little bit of a Homer Simpson scream comes out, and I just go like, all yours, Pablo. Try and move out of the way.
There's a lot of stuff on the ground here, and moving through this area is difficult terrain because there's so much crap everywhere.
Okay, so would I not be able to move anymore? I've only got 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Brew.
All right. Move forward with 40 feet of movement kind of. And I'll swing last word at this thing, just normal style.
Swing once and you miss, tripping over some of the junk. That hits. You whack it with the shield. 6 points of damage. You sort of buckle a little bit of the armor. A couple of dents in it.
And I'll attempt to grapple as a bonus.
Alright. It'll try and just resist with its strength. It's not going anywhere. You grab onto it. And it ain't moving. Dagger.
Okay. See how far into this room I can. I'll shoot at the armor. And missed.
Yeah, 8 is a miss. Bolt just hits the wall. Rolling.
Five, 10, 20. I can't see it. A lot of spells don't really work on constructs. I'm going to use my last inspiration to power chord Mantle of Inspiration for everyone on the level with me.
That get Lady Gondorfree as well.
Well, I can only do up to 5 people, so it's up to my charisma mod,
Okay.
unfortunately. So. And I have to be able to see her. I can't see her from my current position.
Alright. Nox is moving.
I moved.
Can't move. Brew's moving. Alright, you're gonna be squeezing if you move into that square, Brew. It's like basically nothing.
Okay.
There's like no
I
room
won't go
in that area. Like a wall from the staircase.
Right. So with my action, I don't know if this works on constructs, but we can try. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on animated armor.
It has no effect.
Yep. Figured. Yep, that's my turn.
Cass. This thing sort of just push through this like wooden door. It's like sort of got cobwebs coming off of it as it's moved forward.
Okay, I'll step up to the wall over here. Did I finish tying off the ropes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. They would have had to wait otherwise. I'm gonna go ahead and put down darkness.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna wait there in my turn.
Alright, Lady Gondorfree comes swooping in. Flying. She just flies in. Hiya! Comes in at the suit of animated armor and just tries to claw and scratch at it, but her attacks do nothing. Alright, the flesh golem. It steps forward, Cass, mindlessly. And when it does that, something sinks. You hear a click. And the golem sinks about 2 inches into the ground. Steps on a pressure plate. That happens. Poison gas erupts from holes in the wall. And this poison gas floods the chamber in which you're in, Cass. Starts to seep down into the floor below. Cass, make a con save. Alright, you resist this poison gas. You're coughing a little bit, and you take 6 points of poison damage. Sort of just ejects out of holes in the wall. Now it doesn't fill this area, but you think it will if it lingers. It knocks off your concentration as well, and yeah, it's going to come down into this area pretty quickly. And then the golem just sort of steps forward again, and then just like falls. Just like falls down and next to Nox, and lands prone, taking a little bit of damage from the fall. Then it stands up, and this flesh golem just drops down next to you, Nox, and it just tries to slam into you.
Cool.
It hurls its body at you, crashing into you for 10 bludgeoning damage. And it lurches at you again. It's a miss. Hence its turn there. Havel.
Let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this guy first, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah. And
14 is a miss.
okay. And I'll shoot at the golem if I can from where I'm standing.
Okay.
Alright. Shoot that guy.
Alright, the bullet hits it and does not seem to do anything. Doesn't even affect it. It's completely immune.
Fuck. I'll shoot the suit of armor again.
Well, it was a miss. Just ricocheted straight off.
Oh. Where did I move from? There, 5, 10.
It's all difficult terrain. Half movement speed.
That'll be 30 feet to move here, right?
You go 3 squares. How many squares did you move?
That was from here, so 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30?
Difficult terrain. So what difficult terrain is? 1 square costs you 10 feet. So
So here was...
go 3 squares.
Oh, so then...
There's like
5, 10,
crap all over the floor. You're threading through it.
moving through these 3 spaces, I wouldn't be able to move anymore then, right?
I'm not sure how much movement do you use to get there?
Oh, 5, 10.
Okay, so you got 20 feet left. No, you used 10 to get there, including difficult terrain.
This whole room is difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
So then probably 25. I'm already right there, so I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Scam.
So, would I be aware that Dispel Magic often can temporarily disable animated armor?
Make a Arcana check. Yeah.
I'm gonna move
You
up
would
here
need
then
that.
and target the armor with Dispel Magic.
Okay. It makes a con save against your spell save DC.
My DC is 16.
Alright, it just falls unconscious. So it just sort of collapses or goes limp. Incapacitated. Fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls on it have advantage. Attacks within 5 feet are crits. Basically, just it's still clung together and just sort of does nothing, and just continues to do nothing. Nox.
Nice.
Yes. I will probably shocking grasp this flesh golem because motherfucker's scary.
That hits it. When you hit it, you charge it up. And it really starts to become empowered.
Fuck.
The injury from where it fell, you see the skin just seal up. It absorbs the lightning.
So I'm assuming that doesn't take away its reaction then.
It does take away its reaction.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna still back up. 10, 15. Hi, Skip.
Hello.
I think I did a bad thing.
Can I step over the armor now that it's unconscious?
Yes.
That would be 30, I think, to get there.
So you're letting go of it?
It's totally unconscious, yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna let go of it.
Alright, it just sort of clambers to the ground. Almost as if it's practically unanimated, just a big pile of armor falls there.
As close as I can get, I will chuck a hand axe. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. Well, it's time to get angry, I think. I will rage again. Bonus action. Flesh golems make me angry.
Okay.
And then I will chuck a hand axe at it. Which, I think doesn't... The rage won't kick in, but I think the Divine Fury doesn't, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. So, throwing a hand axe.
That hits. And the glowing hand axe sort of sticks into it. The radiant energy burns a small hole in it.
Tempest, take you, beast.
Dagger.
Everybody left my people. I'll come here and attack the armor.
Are you taking a bonus action to dash?
Yeah, bonus action dash.
Okay. That's a hit. And it's a critical as well.
Okay. I'll just roll the damage twice.
Alright, you don't get the dex mod twice though. So I'll take 3 off that. You just sort of stab the rapier into it and it's not moving anymore. All the parts just sort of lose the magic that's holding them together, and all the bits just sort of fall away.
And that was... How much movement did I use?
Not sure. I'm not usually counting. Usually looking at something else.
40, 50, 60. Okay.
Rolling.
The way the shape that the tower is in, I'm kind of iffy on using shatter, to be honest. So in that case, I am going to play a few minor chords on the guitar, and I'm going to cast Bane.
Alright. It has advantage due to magic resistance. It fails and becomes baned. Minus 1d4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Alright. And then I'll... ...20 feet. And that's my turn.
Cass, for starting your turn in the poison, you need to make me a constitution save. And also on your turn, the gas lingers down, flooding the southern half of this tower. You resist the poison once more. It causes you to cough a little bit, your eyes water, and you take 6 points of poison damage.
Are the walls still spewing poison, or is it just one blast?
You're not seeing more come out. It was just like erupted basically, and now it's just lingering.
Okay, then I'm gonna actually walk up towards the ceiling, and then, assuming I can still see the flesh golem, I'm gonna go ahead and sacred flame him from up here.
Okay.
Because we'll have cover from this.
I'll put you down on the same map, but up on the ceiling, in the same location,
Okay.
up here. If you go up onto the ceiling, it'll have half cover, but this thing is so slow, it's hard to miss.
Okay, that's fine with sacred flame. He gets no cover bonus.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
Sacred
dex-
Flame. Alright, he has a advantage due to magic resistance. He tries to dodge out of the way, and he gets a 14. He fails.
Nice.
The radiant energy sort of burns him. He just tries to sort of shrug off that fire. Lady Gondofree, she just looks shocked. What is this thing? And the poison gas doesn't seem to affect her at all.
It just a flesh
Abomination!
golem.
You there! The name of Tyr! Halt! I said halt! And then she just flies into the poison, starts scratching away at it. She bites and claws and it does nothing. The golem, also unaffected by the poison, seems to have other plans than intend with Lady Gondofree. Cass. Moves over to this clamp and uses its action to pull the clamp. When that happens, the floor is released. The clamps were not holding the floor from falling down, they were holding the floor from falling up. The entire floor is driven upwards into the ceiling. Everybody make a dexterity save as you get crushed in between the floor and the ceiling.
Well, didn't see that one coming.
Oh.
Shit.
Bye, guys. At least we all roll terrible together.
I thought I was walking above the gas, but that's not going to work anymore, is it?
No, Bruce.
You're safe. You're safe, Cass. You're on the floor up. So you see the ceiling sort of almost go flush with this broken staircase. All right.
Elect dice to re-roll my roll,
Okay.
because I don't think that one's gonna be too high.
I just realized I was muted. I said I was.
You would be very lucky to react quick
Yes.
enough. It happens so fast. Alright, Dagger, you are hit for 12 bludgeoning damage with evasion. You're sort of squashed up against the ceiling and you're knocked prone. It's not like squashed as in you're a pancake. There's just like a very small gap now in between this floor and the ceiling. There's like nowhere for you guys to stand up either. Just squashed into this like 2 foot high gap basically. Scamp, you're hit for 24 bludgeoning damage, squashed prone. Roland, you're hit for 24 bludgeoning damage and squashed prone. Brew, you're hit
Lost band.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage and squashed prone. And the floor actually has to sort of give you an extra foot gap when you sort of bounces the floor back down a little bit. And it really feels like this is a magical sort of force that has launched it up as well. It's not just like the clamp just released the floor. It's definitely some sort of magical trap. Lady Gondofrey, she is squashed prone for 24 bludgeoning damage. And so is the flesh golem. He just mindlessly just gets slammed up against the ceiling. Like he doesn't even know what's happening. Pavel, you are hit for 24 bludgeoning damage and squashed prone. And Nox.
Oh, damn.
Are you there, Nox? Okay, I'm gonna make it for him if he's not here. Alright. I see what he's doing. He knows that I roll lots of crits. Alright, yeah, regardless whether you made the save or not, you get knocked prone just because there's not enough room to stand up. Cass, you just see a bit of the cloud of gas sort of get sort of wafted up towards you, and the force of it causes this gas to immediately disperse everywhere in this lower floor as well. Ooh.
Oh, great.
And then the golem actually starts crawling towards you, Scamp, with the last of its movement. Pavel, at the start of your turn, make me a saving throw for the poison gas.
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Gotcha. All right. Wow, now I roll good.
You take 6 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Yeesh. Six poison damage. Gotcha. All right. I move. How fast can I move? 5 feet or 10 feet?
It's crawling, so 1 square is 10 feet.
So I should probably shoot that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the golem if I can from sitting. I can't. Actually, I can't stand up or no?
Your gun doesn't do anything. No, it's like a 2-foot gap in between the floor and the ceiling. You can't stand up. The only place that you could stand up would be over here, like this hole is.
Yeah. And I did forget. Yeah, I can't hurt him with the shots. So can I squish past Nox to go to here or no?
You can move wherever you want. Every square costs you 10 feet.
It's fine. I'm gonna drop my pistol, take out a short sword, and swing at this guy with green flame blade.
Okay. Because you're both prone,
Yeah.
it's just a regular attack. There's no advantage or disadvantage. It hits. 10 is a hit.
Alright. So I'm gonna hit him. 8.
Alright, the sword itself, it doesn't seem to affect it. But you got fire damage from green flame blade.
I know it's a +8 for when you hit someone, so I gotta roll that right now. I think it's 1d8.
It's 1d8 plus your intelligence mod, I think.
Which is 0.
I think the intelligence mod might only be on the splash damage.
Okay, it's an extra 1d5. Alright, you hit it for 5 fire damage. Alright, when you hit it with the green fire, Pavel, it really doesn't like that and it starts to go crazy. You know that these guys have an aversion to fire. You've fought them before and seen it. It just starts to sort of panic. And starts screaming and yeah, starts to get out of control.
As a bonus action, can I attack it again?
Yep, it's a cantrip, so I mean, it's not going to do anything though. You've immune to non-magical weapons.
It's just to use it. So on.
Okay, it just does nothing. Scamp, make a con save for the poison. Scamp, you take 8 poison damage at the start of your turn. Left coughing, choking.
Lucky on the roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna hidden step to make myself invisible. But not for very long, because I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna produce flame at the guy.
Okay. You get a bit of distance in between you and it, and shoot it. It's a hit. Another bit of its flesh starts crackling away. Screams, it screams. Nox! Are you there, Nox? Oh, he's not even in the Discord.
He dropped out of Discord. Yeah.
Maybe he's in the AFK channel.
Asleep
Maybe
at
he's
keyboard.
I'll control him because I'm gonna have to. Alright, Nox, he takes some poison damage and he doesn't want to die here, so he's going to disengage and start crawling for the hole. That's his turn. Brew, give me a con save for poison. Take 12 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. I will crawl towards the. So using 30 to get there, and swing last word at it, and I'll be reckless about it.
Okay. It will still just be a regular attack because you're prone. Alright, that's a hit. And just the radiant damage starts to burn him. And yeah. Or some of the stitching comes undone, a limb or two just starts to detach as the radiant energy burns through the stitches.
And then I'll bonus action attempt.
Alright, you just grab onto him and he ain't going anywhere.
With the 10 feet of movement I have left, could I move him as well?
It will cost you 20 to move him now.
Okay, then I'll end there.
Unlike difficult terrain, which doesn't stack, being actually, I think if you're prone, grabbing him and moving, I think every square will actually cost you like 40 feet.
Like four, yeah, like
Yeah, something like
one
that.
square
I think
per-
they all stack,
yeah.
but anyway. Yeah.
Super difficult terrain.
It's trying to drag this, like you have to kind of, it's wedgy. It's kind
Alright.
of wedged in there.
Dagger, there's just a small gap here. It's like 2 feet.
Darn. Okay. And prone doesn't slow me down beyond the difficult terrain, does it?
No. Don't worry about the difficult terrain now. All the stuff just gets sort of smashed and just half movement. Doesn't get halved again. Oh, you'll still need to make a con save, Dagger.
Oh yeah, I was.
Alright, you cough
Crappy.
and choke and You take 4 poison damage. It's not too bad. Alright, you use bonus action to dash. You sort of dash over, you hit, stabbing at it. You just pierce it straight through the neck, and the magic rapier just starts to unravel more of the stitching, and it's almost dead.
Okay, that'll be all I do.
Roland.
Can't save for the poison.
Yeah. You're stuck between a roof and a hard place. And a rock. You take 5 points of damage at the start of your turn.
Oh god.
I think this is quite a...
Just a like an actual like rock to like rip off the roof and like grab me and fly off. That'd be perfect.
As you look around, you just think what kind of a sadistic person would create such a trap.
Let's see. I'm gonna have a hard time crawling around this thing. 10, 20, 30, and then I'll roll over on my back. And by the way, I'm not concentrating on Bane anymore. That got knocked out when the roof hit the floor.
Okay.
I'll kind of roll over and cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay.
It'll work. I don't know if it'll work on Flesh.
It does work. And
Excellent.
it sort of just moans. It starts to go quite crazy.
I really wish that did more damage. That's really all I can do. See what happens.
Alright, luckily for you, Cass, the poison from your area has fallen down now. So it's only in this bottom closed in area. So you're not in the poison.
Unfortunately, in order for me to see anyone, I'm going to stick my head in the poison. So
Yes.
I'm gonna walk down the wall and kind of hang myself between the beams down there.
There it goes.
You're gonna hang yourself?
Yeah.
Is it that bad, Cass?
More or less, yeah. So hanging down between the beams there, I'm going to go ahead and twin a healing word onto Scamp and do Roland. First one is on.
Alright, Cass, you actually are not in the poison long enough for it to affect you. Moving into it very quickly and moving out, not long enough for it to hurt you.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So 5 healing for each of you. And then that was my bonus action, so as my action I'll go ahead and Eldritch Blast the thing.
Okay. And you actually have disadvantage because it's prone. But yeah, it hits. And it just break away. Parts of it, limbs just go flying through this small gap in the floor and ceiling. And it's dead. Now we're just gonna keep an initiative until everyone gets to safety. The staircase here is well, doesn't exist anymore. There's just one big area now with the only opening where Cass is.
Okay, I'll walk back up out of the gas then.
Alright, Lady Gondofrey, she's not affected by the poison. And she moves in, grabs Nox, and grabs him and takes him to safety. Whee! For justice! So she gets you free there. And when you're free, I'll put you on the next level map. Pavel, make a con save for the poison. I think if everyone dashes, they could probably get to the gap too. Alright, Pavel, you take 7 points of poison damage.
Ooh. That was a
Evan,
horrible
gotcha.
roll.
even when you try to like hold your breath, it may already be too late, but it just seems to be getting into your skin and burning and in your eyes,
Eesh.
in each and every
Yeah.
orifice.
Oh god, even the butthole?
Yes. Just yes. Right, yeah. All you have to do on your turn is take the dash action and you'll get to safety.
Yo, whatever you say. Dash action.
Alright. You get to safety, and I presume Nox and Lady Gondorfrey and Cass are helping everyone safety. So, Scamp, give me a con save. In fact, Scamp, Dagger, Brew, and Roland, each of you just give me a con save. I won't worry about initiative. Scamp, you take 6 poison damage before you get free. Dagger, you take 6 poison damage before you get free. Roland, doesn't bother you too much, you take 4 damage. And Brew, you take 7 damage. Well, you guys finally get to safety and you just see this poisonous gas lingering below you. And you can breathe again.
Guys, watch out, it's a trap.
Yeah, thanks, Cass.
And
I can feel blood in my lungs.
and the rope is still tied off there if anyone wants it.
Yeah, I'll take that rope back. Naughty rope.
Alright, looks like I didn't put any doors on this map, but there are 2 doors. One to the north and one to the south.
So, do you guys want to wait another 10 minutes for healing?
Yes.
I don't think we have a choice.
Alright, so unless something interrupts...
You guys are good? And just sprawl out here for the 10 minutes.
Thank you, Cass.
Yeah.
Much better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Indeed.
Cass.
Should we say option A or option B?
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
I am not going first this time.
This map is slightly orientated differently, so this is actually the south of the tower. A little bit confusing. Alright, Pavel, you move forward. This door's already ajar. This is where the flesh golem came from. And you see the pressure plate here still depressed. You push the door open fully and you see an unlit hall that's completely choked with dust and cobwebs. And there is something inscribed on the floor at the southern end of the hall.
Read what it says, or
Well,
too
actually,
far away?
it's not actually visible unless you move into the room.
You said there's a deep press plate lever below in front of me, right?
Yeah, there was a pressure plate like about here. It's depressed a couple of inches. That's the one that set off the poison gas. It remains depressed.
I'll go through just cause.
It hasn't like reset or anything like that. I'll put a template on for you guys. Roughly there. Alright, you move through, Pavel, and there's just some light cobwebs here. You sort of just move them out of the way. It's very, very dark. And you sort of use your light to appear this arcane rune set against the southern floor here. Like a red glowing rune set onto a 10-foot square plate.
Well, Pavel, do you think that this may be the... Okay, he's gone. He should BRB'd right in the middle of
Good
the sentence
timing.
there. Okay. Cass, I do believe this might be... We'll need to use the teleport rings on, but...
Make an Arcana check to
Yeah,
see what this is.
Check it out.
Roland.
With this
It's
art?
not. It's not writing. It's not an actual language.
Okay.
It's a rune, but for some reason, Eyes of the Runekeeper doesn't work.
Go figure.
Yeah, it's not a written language. Sort of like the same that I think like comprehend languages works. Any written language it'll work on, but not spells. So, Roland, it's not a teleportation circle, unfortunately. What it is the rune that sustains the force field around the Kolat towers.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Some very, very powerful conjuration rune.
I'll relay that to the rest of the group. So, possible to bring down the force field around the tower, but do we want to fool with that at the moment, or do we want to try to find the way to this extra-dimensional space?
Well, I mean, if we're not going to utilize the space after we're done here, eliminating this rune would make sure that Manching would never be able to use this place again. If we are going to use it, we should probably leave that up.
Hmm.
This place kind of reminds.
Reminds you of what?
Could be useful.
Of home.
You have a very strange home, Dagger. Well, I suppose for now we can just leave it in place, and if we really need to, well, we know where the rune is.
During this time, now, right about now, the pressure plate clicks and it sinks back into its original position, and the gas has dispersed, and the floor has also depressed back into its original starting position.
I now make sure everybody walks around that square.
Is that the alarm in the background that you're setting up for the square?
I'm not sure who that was coming from.
So it appears that the Manchun is in another castle. Well, must be the other tower that the apprentices are talking about. There ain't no Manchun here. Ain't no
there's a door,
There's
isn't there?
a door, right?
There is, but
It's like
It's-
a broom closet.
it's just like a large, empty, dirty space with nothing in it. Just filled full of dust, and more cobwebs.
Jesus.
Search for secret?
Why the
You
fuck
can
not?
Make a perception
Whip out
check.
that one of secrets.
Oh, you whip out the Wand of Secrets. Okay, Nox, you whip out the Wand of Secrets. And?
Yep.
There is a secret door set to the middle of the pillar that runs through the center of the top of this tower. Right here, there
Use
is a
that thing
secret
more
door.
today.
Just see this glow around the doorway. About there.
And a large S.
A large magical S appears on the wall.
S means secret, Nox. Let's go in.
I imagine like kind of like neon lights, just like ding ding ding. Yeah, I'll just kind of use the tip of the wand to kind of push the door open.
It does not open. You push on it and it does not open.
Maybe you need to pull it.
Ha 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 ha. I will take a closer look at the secret door.
That would be a percent. And you know what? Insight can work for this particular time. It's a one-way door. That's why it's not opening. That's what you figure out. It can only be opened from the other side. One-way secret door.
Smash.
There's only supposed to be open from within.
I'm like feeling around this wall, doing the.
Oh, your Wand of Secrets would have detected another secret door if you're within 30 feet, not behind total cover.
Oh, that's right. 30 feet.
This place is just empty. It's like an empty, dusty room with.
There is
nothing
another
further.
tower to check, and if that tower does not have the secrets that we desire either, well, we can always come back.
The only thing that you guys can think of that could open it would be a knock spell.
Oh. Of course.
No way of smashing it.
Well, you could smash it. It's a stone wall. Depends on what you use. To smash it, do you have something? Smash.
What? I have a crowbar. Would it be possible to try to pry it?
You could attempt to.
I couldn't use my thieves to try to trick it open, could I?
No, it's yeah, you guys think it's basically impossible to open it from this side. Only maybe a knock spell or something similar could actually open it from the side that you're on. Alright, Brew, give me an athletics check. I mean, it is just a stone wall. There's nothing stopping you from just eventually breaking through it. Alright, Brew, you actually managed to pry it open. You just like basically just break the wall with a 27.
What wall?
And you see a room with an oval canopy bed veiled in cobwebs sitting across from two narrow bookshelves, and the place smells like a tomb. There is a faint green glow coming from within the bed. A disembodied voice screams at you as the canopy lifts. Get out of my house! Get out! And the canopy just lifts away, and a flame skull is hidden behind the cobwebs, detached from the rest of his body. And Lady Gondofree sort of looks at it. This must be Dulloch! Dulloch! I am Lady Gondofree! And by the order... And by this time the flame skull's already started casting fireball.
It's like not waiting on her at all.
It begins to start to cast a spell, but it looks like just about everyone reacts first. So this area, it's actually like barely room for everyone to stand because it's like just a hole here now. So
Yeah.
actually, no, you can. There's some of the staircase left. All right, so those starting on the staircase, there's enough there to stand on actually, but you do need to make an acrobatics check at the start of your turn if you're on it. Starting with Brew.
All right.
Alright, you navigate the broken staircase easily.
Pardon me, Pavel. Squeeze through. Is it possible to grapple this thing? Is it?
It's
Is there
just
something to
a
grab on?
floating skull reefed in green flames. I mean, it's a skull. You can grab a skull. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just kind of baseball it around with the more. I'll swing reckless.
That hits. Alright, it doesn't seem... Actually, it is resistant to your Morning Star. And just sort of...
Oh,
The piercing doesn't seem very effective. It sort of just cracks a little bit. Lightly.
okay. Can I drop the Morning Star and as a free action draw a long
Okay.
attack? Use my second.
That hits. And that works a lot better. It slices straight into it, putting a big crack up the side of the skull. Keeps on yelling, "You are not Manchun! Get out of my house!" Scamp, make an acrobatics check starting on the staircase. You're good. You can navigate the staircase easily.
I want to pause here and then produce flame edit, which I'm assuming is going to do nothing because it's on fire already, but we'll find out.
Alrighty, you lob a flame over it and it just sort of absorbs into its form and does zilch.
That didn't work, and I'll just scoot along over this way. Is that far enough to be off the stairs?
Yeah.
No scamp.
Nox.
Hello.
Acrobatic check.
Yeah. You're good?
Cool. Yeah, so there. Reach out and touch somebody.
Alright, you grab the flame skull. That hits. Shock the reaction out of it. The lightning, it doesn't work too well. It is resistant, but sort of leaves it stunned. And
Good
make
to
some
know.
more cracks
Good to
up
know.
on it.
I'll go ahead and use the rest of my reaction to get over to this side.
Okay.
I probably can only get to there based on moving through people.
Dagger.
Okay. Where is the store opening?
It's over there. You can get across with an acrobatics check if you... Either way, you have to navigate the staircase or... Yeah, basically. Yep, 12 is fine.
Okay. Is there room in the room?
There is. It's
Okay.
like a 10-foot diameter space. The bed's in the middle and there's room around the bed in every square. That hits. And
Oh, that was shitty damage.
the piercing is not too effective. You hit the flame skull, but you do create another massive crack and its jaw just sort of breaks apart. The rest of it's still sort of floating there with these two red glowing orbs of fire just piercing you. Get out of my house! Rolling.
Okay, so I can see the aura, but I don't see the actual token, so I'm gonna assume I can't actually see it. If I stepped out onto the stairs, like right here, that would require an acrobatics check.
Yeah. Alright, roll, and you step down, and you trigger the pressure plate and the poison gas. No, I'm joking. You do fall. You full
That
roll.
sounds about right.
Yeah, you sort of misstep and your foot just goes straight through the staircase, and yeah, you drop down onto the floor below, landing prone. And it's a 20-foot drop. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You crash onto the ground here, taking 6 bludgeoning damage.
God, I got lucky with that.
And then you sort of look over and you see the helmet from the animated armor just sort of staring you directly. But it's not moving.
Roland just kind of lays there for a second. Then he reaches over and he turns the helmet the other way. And then he gets up. Well, how the hell am I going to get back up there?
Oh, actually, I just realized you're supposed to fall down about here. I will just put you on this map still, but 20 feet below.
Yeah. Because they already picked the rope back up. Well, shit. Yeah, I got nothing. Like, I gotta be able to see the guy.
Scamp, toss him to Cosmo to
I'll call up to Lady Gargoyle.
Not right now. I'm about to apprehend my suspect. It's been 100 years, Durlach. And now I'll have my sweet revenge.
Alright then. So since I can't really do anything, I'll just kind of sit on the floor and
Just don't even get up. Just keep laying there.
yeah, I'll just start playing. And it's bad. Bad for Roland. He's just like, oh, this has been a bad day.
It's fine, Roland. Just put your arms above your head, aim yourself between the beams, and someone will go step on the pressure plate for you.
Oh, shit. I'm not gonna do a Buster Keaton stunt. Nope, not gonna do it.
I will actually stay where I'm at. I'm gonna go ahead and Sacred Flame at the skull.
Alright. It has advantage from magic resistance. It lets out a howl. Oh no, sorry, 22. It makes a save. It does let out a howl when it sees that radiant energy, like, no! Like, it really doesn't like it. And the Flame Skull is going to cast a spell. It's going to be a fireball. It's going to center it on itself. Get out! And a fireball just erupts, hitting everyone.
God damn it!
Except Roland.
Except Roland.
Everyone make a dexterity save.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Good rolls, everybody.
Alright, Brew knocked Scamp, cast Dagger. Actually, Dagger, you just completely dodge it. Everyone else takes 13 fire damage, including Lady Gondofree. But it does sort of scorch some of these books and tomes here. Pavel, yep, you made it. Okay, so yeah, it burns everything up, scorches the bed, the cobwebs, and then it just keeps on yelling, "Get out! Get out!" Ends its turn. There. Pavel, I'm actually going to just put it in this square so it's at least snapped to the grid. Oh yeah, you took, halve again. 6 if you have resistance. You guys see it coming and all leap back to the side, rolling. You just see a blossom of flame just sort of above you.
I know that sound well.
I'm just gonna keep shooting at it. For the first time.
That's a hit.
Wait.
Alright. You just send one shot at it. It starts to crack it apart. Green flame begins to seep out from that crack. Its eyes begin to lose its glow.
You shoot it again.
That hits. And it breaks off more of it. It's just this green fire with 2 red eye sockets with a little couple of scraps of bone here and there. Still barely holding together.
And finally, I shoot it again.
That hits. And it just shatters all of the remaining fragments. And they just sort of split outwards and showing the rest of the destruction all over the ground.
What is this thing?
It's a very elaborate bed.
The bed is just sort of scorched, it's smoldering, it doesn't like catch everything on fire, or you guys can quickly pat it out. It's just there's like just a small, very, very small room here. 2 bookshelves. Some of the books get scorched, and you can see noticeable gaps in between some of the books on the shelves. And make a perception check, Pavel.
Okay.
Alright, you just take a look at some of the volumes, and they're just like more like romance novels and some histories and pretty boring looking books, really. Anything of interest or value looks like it's been taken.
Take a look. I feel like I didn't browse the whole entire selection, so maybe I didn't catch something. But mostly it's just romance books and other stuff.
You saw them all. I mean, they're in plain view. None of them are interesting.
There's a creepy skull just hiding at the top of a tower with a bunch of romance books.
And Lady Gondofrey just jumps on the remains of the flame skull and starts like collecting them up. You're not going anywhere. You're under arrest. And then just arrest.
Well,
the
I don't
pieces.
know. I don't know if Roland would have the knowledge. I know player knowledge. I know what will happen. But
Yeah, you guys have enough knowledge to know that this flame skull, if you don't douse it with holy water or cast dispel magic on it or remove curse, it's going to reform within an hour.
Fresh out of holy water myself.
God damn it.
Scamp, would you happen to
That's
have
the
any
idea.
more of
Wait
your
a minute.
dispels available?
I could. I have 1 4th level slot.
Jesus,
That's what it would
seems
be.
a little overkill.
Well, you guys are feeling like you're pretty like exhausted at this point, and if you, apart from the fact that there's a demon just in a summoning circle down below, it looks like a good place to rest.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It would give you only a limited amount of time the next day. However, you'd have to get back to Xanathar quite quickly when you guys
Oh
wake
no, I
up.
forgot.
You'd have maybe a few hours. So whatever you do next, you'd have to make it quick.
I'll go ahead and 4th level dispel magic on it. I'll use my slot.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to actually pull out the paper bird that I've got stashed away. And I'm going to, because paper bird just requires you to know who you're sending it to, correct?
Yeah, you just say their name, and then you'll get there. There's
Okay.
direct route.
I will compose a letter to Xanathar.
Okay.
Dear Xanathar, while unfortunately the attack on Manshun's small stronghold here in the trade ward has proven to be a misadventure, as he is not here. We have riddled him with complications, as we have relieved him of numerous minions and 2 magi, as well as a resounding spirit that was lingering in the house. If it so please you, please do not kill our friend Brew, as we would like to keep him around.
We'll still have a few hours to.
Alright, you send
Try.
the paper bird off, not knowing how Xanathar will react when he finds it.
I was trying to be really polite.
You're still sort of just guessing whether Bruce's head's
I
going
mean,
to
he might
explode
have.
or
I
not.
mean, honestly, he might have forgot about us, to be honest. But yeah, you hear soft music coming from the floor below.
When Lady Gondofree helps you out, Roland. When you cast that
Okay.
Dispel Magic Scamp, and you're sort of looking around, you just see the shards of the skull just sort of melt away. You actually notice, with your passive perception, a wooden part of the bookshelf that's slightly scorched. It actually looks like a book, but it's not. It's a paint. It looks like something like one of something's being painted to look like a book. It's actually a wooden block.
Lever.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna point it out to other people, not pull it myself, because I will pull everything off the bookshelf, knowing myself.
You'll pull the bookshelf off, and the entire tower will just collapse in on everyone.
Come on, mon ami. You need to make sure this is not trapped in you.
Do it.
Oh well. Scam had a pretty good look at it, so doesn't think it's trapped either. You wouldn't notice something like that.
I'll pull it if need be.
Alright, Pavel, you pull it, and there's actually a wire attached to the back of it, and when you do, a compartment pops open, revealing a small rectangular shaped recess in which is a wand. The handle of the wand looks like a linked chain. The top of the wand looks like a little gagged skull. Little orange ruby set into its eyes.
Oh.
Grab the wand.
Ah! It's so this.
Alright. Do you guys want to take a long rest? And level up?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, everyone take a long rest. Level up to level 9. I'll see you guys
I'm
next
gonna
week.
cast Goodberry and hand
Level
out some
up,
good berries
level
to
up.
people.
Camp provides dinner for everyone.
Can
Yummy.
we go ahead? Can we go ahead and just real quickly identify at least the leather armor from Yorn
Of course. And the wand.
and the wand?
The leather armor
Yeah.
is +2 leather armor.
Ooh,
Oh,
good for somebody.
Shiny.
nice.
Have hide armor of lightning resistance at the moment.
So yeah, +2 leather armor, I think it's basically the same as +1 studded leather. Pretty good, but rarer. It's like actually rare. +2 leather armor, and the wand is a wand of binding.
Yep, figured.
You
Very
can
S&M.
use some charges. Daggers just
I was going to say about the leather armor. Did I I'll take the wand of binding for Nox too.
Whoa. I already have it, and I want to see if I can keep it. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, technically, you are a spellcaster. So,
Mhm.
I don't know.
We have a week to decide who gets what. So
yeah.
Yeah, it can be
And
used if
I don't know why I need it,
by
though.
a can be used by you there, Pavel. And the oversized longbow. Now, trying to get the handout for it. It
Tell me it's a
Here we
legendary item.
it's not magic, right? But it's sort of like a composite bow. Here we go. I'll show you guys the handout in 2 seconds. So it needs a high strength score to wield.
How high?
It's 15. I'm just taking a look. 18. So you need 18
Oh
strength.
my fucking god.
Can only be used by someone medium or larger. It shoots oversized arrows that deal 2d6 plus this wielder's strength modifier damage.
That's pretty cool.
It's a
Actually.
fucking harpoon gun.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a shoots great swords at people.
Throw it way back
Can-
like the bow of
Can
Odysseus.
anyone other than this?
I think that would probably by default go to Brew.
Yeah, I think he's the only one with any kind of.
Yeah, I can't even wield it.
You don't have it?
Oh.
Oh. That's
Oh,
saying
cheers.
something.
Your strength isn't an 18?
Nope.
Well, we can throw it in the bag of
16 like
holding. And
mine.
Well, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the bag of holding.
then, oh,
Too
well,
big.
We'll just carry it.
yeah, we'll put it in place of pride somewhere at Troll
I'll
Skull
carry it.
Bridge,
Shit.
and then whenever somebody gets strong enough, they can.
We'll mount it in Troll Skull Manor for the time being, like a prized hunting weapon.
Now, the Wand of Binding, though, is
Someday.
a pretty amazing item, actually. Like, I'm looking at it right now.
Well, so yeah, I've got some spells to look at.
Alrighty. Thank you guys very much. And I'll
Thank
see you
you,
next
Seb.
week.
Thank you, Seb.
Take care.
Thanks,
Later,
Bye bye.